As the legendary lead guitarist and co-songwriter for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mike Campbell helped create some of rock's most unforgettable songs. October 9th at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster and ImpactOnline.org. Don't miss Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs live in Montgomery.
Hi, this is Carol Kennedy with Camo Country, and we've been advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting for many years, and we appreciate Blue Water Broadcasting helping promote Camo Country.
Radio works. It's as simple as that. Call us to find out how radio can work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Mr. Electric of Montgomery. Mr. Electric, we've got the power to make things better. Visit MrElectric.com.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Your chances of encountering one of those random evening storms is not quite zero, but pretty small. They will fade out overnight. The low temperature down to about 72. Little day-to-day changes for the rest of the week. We'll be up around 93 tomorrow, 94 on Thursday and Friday, and gradually closer to 100 on the heat index. And each day, scattered random afternoon and evening showers and storms. It'll be feast or famine. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. The River Region's News Talk Station. News Talk 93.1, WACV. News Talk 93.1.
Fox News alert, major cover-up inside of the DNC. Leaks everywhere. Remember the autopsy report? They audited why they lost. Well, a chapter went missing about Biden, money, and the consultant class. More on that in a second. The autopsy's author says he personally handed the chapter in a 3-ring binder to the chairman of the DNC, Ken Martin, and said it was never seen again until now. Now, Ken Martin denies he's in on the cover-up, but this should be easy to figure out, right? Pull the emails, right? Wrong. All the emails wiped clean. They pulled a crooked, deleted for security purposes. The autopsy's author says he knows why they nuked the chapter. That chapter was basically the cause of death, why the Democrats lost. And this is what they were trying to hide. Quote, there are too many people who have become generationally wealthy off politics and drive too much of the decision-making within the ecosystem. The people in the room at the highest levels of 24 decision-making misunderstood the mood and practicalities facing everyday America. The secret chapter also says the Democrat politicians got so rich that they lost touch too. Inflation, border, crime, they didn't care. Doesn't affect them. The secret chapter also said they knew Biden was going to lose, but they were too busy getting paid to notice. So they covered it up. And now they're covering up the cover-up. But the truth always comes out, and now the knives are out. The DNC chair has gone into hiding. Ken Martin. Sources say he's hunkered down. Paranoid after the committee sent him to HR for throwing his phone at an intern. Sources say he's about to get fired. We're hearing it could happen before the midterms, turning the party into a headless horseman going into battle. But it gets worse. Democrats say the party's a cashless dumpster fire. Their biggest donors are on strike. This year, George Soros hasn't given the DNC a dime. Last midterm cycle handed over $1 million. The party's a joke. Donors are telling each other that DNC stands for Do Not Contribute. They have alligator arms because the woman who left the party $2 billion in debt is surging into first, and she's asking for their credit card again.
I know this is going to be controversial coming from me in particular. We need to revisit the Electoral College. We need to revisit the point of expanding the court to 13 justices like we have 13 district courts. We need to revisit, if they so want, statehood for Puerto Rico and D.C.
The rich consultants are soothing donors. Quote, I call it the Kamala mirage. Her name does not come up. She's not part of people's calculus for 28, whether she runs or not. But what's not a mirage? This commie wave. The flavor of the month is leaving a bad taste.
Could you ever support a self-described socialist candidate?
No.
No way. My God, no.
And it surprises.
Good ideas.
Well, I support the good ideas, but how could you support some of the crazy stuff they're for? Have you seen their platform? They're for just dismantling everything that we know. No police, no this, no this, no that. Are you crazy?
The commie wave's bad for business. The party elders know it, and so do the donors. The Cajun's done raging. He's just giving up.
Maybe that the two-party system is just going to be under tremendous stress here in the coming months. I can't sit here and tell you for certain how this is going to turn out, but the one thing I can tell you for certain, Hassan Piker and James Carville are not going to be in the same political party. One of us is going to leave. It might even be me.
The commie wave's crashing and fracturing the party. Even Bill Maher's flirting with MAGA.
It's so funny. So many liberals themselves every time Trump puts gold on something in the Oval Office. It's historic. And the separation of powers isn't? Get your head out of your ass. I would vote for Sarah Palin before this.
These communists want to abolish the Supreme Court, the Senate, and the presidency, but really, they're abolishing turnout.
I've been a Democrat my whole life. This past primary in Ohio, I went and asked for the Republican ballot, which makes me a Republican now. There's many reasons for that. This Democratic Socialist movement, this chicken has been coming home to roost for a long, long time.
Ohio, that's the Rust Belt. And tomorrow, the revolution has a big test there. Super Commie Tuesday. The establishment's wetting the bed. Don the John, the guy who wants to unionize prostitutes and ban police chases, he's on the ballot in Michigan. And Shree's on the streets on his knees.
I'm asking for your vote so I can continue fighting the Trump administration, continue fighting their corruption and their lawlessness.
Shree's so desperate he's dancing. Look at that. Dancing with any grandma who'll take his hand. The big buzz is about the other commie race in the Wolverine state, Abdul. The old-timers are already writing their own autopsy. Listen.
Let's take in Michigan. Now, Al-Said is highly competent, but he's way left. I see challenges from the, quote, progressive left. And these people are too hard-headed to know that they're not popular. People don't like them.
Abdul, not listening.
We're down 46 points with black primary voters. I know you're going to tell me you don't chase polls, you chase voters, but that is a significant gap. What explains that gap to you?
I'll just note that that poll is brought to you by the same exact pollster who did this last poll. Even in those polls, our polling shows that we're neck and neck in the black community.
Abdul's got a problem. Blacks don't like him. So he's been hitting up black churches, cookouts, just hoping for some sizzle. But he made a big mistake. One black voter last week got in his face. Quote, "I'm a big pro-Obama person and you're dogging his wife." Abdul went after Michelle. Blasted her school lunch program. So now there's beef. Even Clyburn doesn't like this guy. Told blacks, vote for Haley, the white girl. The other big race in the Rust Belt, Wisconsin governor. Democrats are stuck with this woman, Francesca Hong. She thinks tipping's racist.
Our industry really did come from it and kind of is rooted in white supremacy, that tipping in itself. If we look at the history of tipping and how racist it is and how it has kept wages low for black people for a very long time.
So she wants to defund your tips and police, and she hates holidays. Christmas, she's been naughty. Quote, IT bro who was working on our computer remotely changed the background theme to snow and Christmas trees. I feel slightly attacked. Valentine's Day? Awful.
That's awful.
I miss working in a restaurant every day, except on V-Day. As if we weren't invisible enough to those who don't recognize the emotional and physical labor of service work, the worst of humanity comes out from folks celebrating on another day capitalism tells you how to show love. Is Hong married? Divorced. She also hates 4th of July. I do not enjoy fireworks. But what she hates the most are whites. I ate 2 bites of my kid's cheeseburger at a Culver's in Black River Falls, and Told them they ran out of ice cream. Mostly just wanted to leave BC. I was on the verge of an anxiety attack. Too many old white people who didn't think we spoke English.
Screw off.
This woman can't be in a room with white people without getting anxious. 75% of the state's white. She's running for governor. Now, when Hong was younger, she was hospitalized for a week, checked into a psych ward, missed graduation. She was cutting herself. Woman's bipolar. Her parents immigrated from Korea. She felt guilty about it. She dropped out of college, worked at a restaurant, then opened up her own restaurant, ran it like a communist soup kitchen and paid wild salaries, and it went under. So she ran for office to run the state. Oh, and she has a tattoo. We don't know where it is, but it says Bucks and Six.
Tramp stamp.
Better than the nipple Nazi. Kind of reminds me of the Ethiopian barista, hasn't accomplished a thing, so she just decides she's running for Congress. And she believes America was built on communism.
I don't think there's anything more American than subscribing to an economic philosophy that, as the evidence shows, is the only one that's actually capable of delivering things like life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I really can't think of anything else.
Socialism has proven to deliver on the values of the Declaration of Independence more than capitalism has.
Yeah.
New York's turning it into a testing ground. Mondani, another one who's never had a job, bringing everyone government-run grocery stores, but you need something to get in.
We are looking to make sure that we target New Yorkers, whether it be a sort of a library card-esque thing, and also we manage who's buying, and that it's focused on everyday New Yorkers.
Democrats said checking your ID was racist, but make you show it to buy milk from the government. Why? Well, they said so people don't cheat and shop from out of state. Even CNN's like, this isn't going over well.
Using mass action to build a general strike, organizing to abolish ICE, working to free Palestine and oppose Israel. I also read use of the word comrade in the agenda. Isn't DSA essentially writing the GOP's scripts for commercials that we're going to see in the fall?
I don't really care what the GOP has in mind.
Like most Americans, the comrades don't really care what CNN says. So the head of the party's broke and hiding, caught covering up the cover-up. Hakeem and Chuck, extremely, extremely fragile. Biden's in political hospice, and Barack's only doing legwork to get out of the House. That makes Bernie Sanders the kingmaker for the midterms and beyond. A socialist from Vermont who, again, has never had a job. Trump says the buck stops with him.
This desk is like a blocking desk, no matter who gets in. If it's bad, I block, and I'm good at blocking. If it's bad, if it's stupid things like the things they want to do, we want to get rid of the U.S. Senate. I don't like a lot of Senate, just to be honest with you. I don't want to get rid of the Senate. They want to get rid of the presidency. They want to have an appointed executive running. That's a communist thing. Look at the blue cities. What do they have in common, aside from massive crime? They're all dirty. They're filthy dirty. Their streets are dirty. Their streets smell.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.
It's happy hour, come gather round. Greg and Pamela break it all down. Talking politics and the whacked out world. Every headline makes the chaos swirl. It's time for a smoke break.
I'm happy hour. That's me. I'm happy hour. On happy hour.
While the whole world's world's hanging out in the chat, will change your world.
On happy hour. On happy hour. On happy hour. On happy hour.
On happy hour.
All our stations, clear the air lanes, clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
It is the big broadcast. Happy hour. I love that Justin thing. That was fun. And yes, good. The Great Warhawk. is here, Master Thespian, for a Tuesday afternoon. Welcome to the show.
And here they are.
I think we should thank Rich Thomas. Because the weather has been reasonable.
Oh, very nice today.
It's like 15 degrees cooler on the heat index.
Well, that shower came through and everything just kind of caught. And of course, we've got
Shower hit the
clouds.
center in the east side. I didn't get
Yeah.
that yet, but it looks. In fact, let me take a look at the Doppler.
And we got cloud cover blocking the sun, which is ideal.
By the way, the market finished up. This is capitalism, by the way. How many points? 907.
Dang.
Yesterday it was up a similar amount.
Yeah, it's over the.
It's over
54,000.
54,000.
Yeah.
The Dow. Now, it's not the only index. It's not the most important index necessarily, but it's the name that everybody knows.
And the price of oil went down to $75 a barrel.
Trump needs to keep the drumbeat going because I'm not seeing the gas prices come down as they should to the levels that oil prices are.
Mm-hmm.
And they need that. They need that because you can get into the intricacies and the details of this ideology versus that ideology. But if people are going to the gas station and paying $4 a gallon,
Yeah, they're not going to be happy about it.
you may as well waste your breath. And that's why these people even have a chance. These lunatics that Jesse Waters was laying out and the Islamo-fascist takeover of America one seat at a time. Let's grab this call at 319. Good afternoon. Who's this?
Red Top.
Good to hear from you. What's on your mind today?
Hey, well, good to talk to you. By the way, just got gas, $3.51 at Walmart over here on Federal Drive.
All right. We need to see it get back down to 275, 250.
Oh, I'm ready for 185 like it was when Donald Trump left office last time.
You know what? I did pay at the very beginning of the year. I had my discount card at Circle K,
Mm-hmm.
and I paid $1.84 because
Wow.
I got 30 cents a gallon up, but it was $2.14. So yeah,
Terry, this is Terry, right?
Hmm?
Is this Terry on the air too today?
No, Terry's not here today,
Terry's
but
not here. It's Master Thespian.
he'll be here Friday.
Your space
okay,
buddy.
Master Thespian. I'm Red Top again.
Hey, buddy.
Let me give y'all an interesting factoid. I think this time around, the Palestinians have had, quote, control of their own state about 15 years. We've gone through this 3 times now with the Palestinians giving them a homeland. They ruin it. Israelis got to take it back, so and so and so. But here's a very interesting fact. The Palestinians had 1.1 million people whenever the last time the Israelis took over. And now they have increased their population to 4.3 million in the 15 years Israel has been in control. That's how well fed and taken care of they have been by the Israelis.
Well, they've been getting busy, making lots of Palestinian babies.
Well, their survival rate wasn't near what it was before the Israelis took over.
Right.
So they are now at a 400% population increase. There's nowhere in the Middle East that has anywhere close to that.
Wow.
So that stunned me. Their population did not increase at all when they were under their own control. So, because Israelis gave them work, made sure they had water and food.
Yep.
What a bizarre turn of events, guys. Just makes me want to go home and smoke a lefty and play my guitar. Roll Tide, go Trump, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Red Top. Take care, man.
No. I dropped one of my Hershey's chocolate nuggets on the floor.
Oh.
Pick that up.
Oh, horror. The inhumanity of it. What's that? The humanity.
Missouri voters are weighing eliminating their income tax. That's a good idea.
That's a very good idea.
In fact, any state that wants to attract business, and that includes Alabama. Oh, I got a great picture today. I forget who sent it. One of my Facebook Messenger friends. And I posted it on, as Joey says, the Book of Faces. It's Tuberville and Reed. And I think that was taken at a chamber event yesterday.
Oh, really?
So I posted it with caption this photo. Jared says 2 people who know how to play the game. I don't know that Tuberville likes games like this. That's why he's getting out of the Senate. He doesn't want to play their game.
I think he's more like the grizzled veteran than the kid.
Yeah.
Because, Mayor Reed looks like he's 19 in that picture.
Jerry says the one that will clean up Montgomery and the one who ruined it. That would be Stephen L. Reed, mayor. Governor and clown, says Brandon. Dilly dilly, says David. The face you see when you know daddy's coming home, and it's focused on Reed. Politicians being politicians. Let's see. Boy, there's a bunch. I hate to see one by the other. Just roll up your sleeves. Reed, the game is about to start.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that if Tuberville's elected, that he will be spending a lot of time in the mayor's office, or be summoning the mayor to his office, saying, what are you going to do about this?
I heard an interesting story. I will leave out some of the salient details, but there was a shooting here in town that I have yet to see in the news, by the way. A young man, thug, and he had done several dubious things around a business, left the business, and then minutes later ended up shot somehow. He claimed he shot himself, but whatever the details. And the mayor and the police chief both showed up at some point to talk to the business owner. Now, that's Emery Falmer kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Emery used to show up at scenes like that and ask questions. The chief of police showed up. And I just find that behavior interesting because, as Senator Tuberville has said, and I'm pretty confident he will be the next governor. You never know, but nothing's guaranteed. I never thought we'd have a Democratic senator here, but we had Doug Jones for a few years, didn't we? Yeah. And what a ball of fire he was.
He still is rather milquetoast.
We would have been better off with Roy Moore in there, in spite of all of his flaws, because Roy Moore is not a bad human being.
Well, the problem is there were some Republicans who didn't want him in there, and so they were the ones that were.
Yeah, so let's have a Democrat.
Him.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
By the way, Senator Tuberville looks like he is in good shape.
He looks like he's in good prime condition. And yeah, I heard something about the fact that they're going to make the old Blunt house the governor's mansion now over in Blunt Park. That
really, the one on top of the hill?
Instead of him moving in at the current governor's mansion, which is in a very sketchy neighborhood.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird when you go down that street. There's all these signs of decay, and then there's this beautiful mansion.
Yeah, but I've heard that he's going to be moving into that place, so be more centrally located.
That's my old neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right at the peak of Bellwood West.
And you can just walk over to the Alabama Shakespeare Theater to say a play.
Eddie Bader sent me a note the other day, and it was a picture of the house I bought in Bellwood West, and it's on the market as a rental for $9.95 a month.
Wow,
and
that's pretty cheap.
I don't know, assuming it's in pretty good shape like I left it. That's a hell of a deal.
Yeah,
I loved that house.
Yeah,
I never intended to move from that house. I really didn't. I was talked into it.
Well, life happened.
Life happened or life happened?
Life happened.
Both. That's a very, very good price. And I guess Bellwood West is still a nice place to live.
Yeah.
Still have friends there. Lou and Karen, wonderful folks.
Well, that neighborhood is all enclosed, right? There's only one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing, as opposed to neighborhoods we have nowadays that people can go in from miles away and make their way into the neighborhood and then get out. You never know who they were.
You are correct, sir.
A lot of neighborhoods are putting up surveillance cameras to catch license plates, that sort of thing now.
Question, do you have any career announcements coming, plays?
I hope
theater?
to find out something soon. Last night I auditioned for Little Shop of Horrors. Little Shop of Horrors, about a man-eating plant.
Why should a man of this acting, this is like asking Matt Damon to audition. Can we cut the crap? Hire this guy, give him the role, and we will promote your, what is it for?
For Pike Road Theater Company. Yeah.
We'll promote your play, okay? We will make sure that you sell out every show.
And there's several, I've seen several productions of this, but I've never been in it. And I was like, you know what? I might as well. So there's a couple of roles that I'm shooting for. There's the flower shop owner, Mr. Mushnick. Seymour Krelbin, get over here, you know. But I'm also intrigued about possibly playing the plant. Audrey, too. Must be fresh. Must be blood.
You know, I never saw that movie with Rick Moranis, right?
Yeah.
Who else is in it?
Steve Martin plays the dentist. And he's hysterical. I'm trying to think of who else is in that.
Now that my hair is almost the same color as Steve Martin's, maybe I should audition for that role.
Maybe. Be a dentist.
No, I have no acting pedigree.
Well, there's a great song about, you know, he was a cruel child and liked to inflict damage upon people, and his mother told him, you know, the perfect career for you is to be a dentist, so that way you can continue to inflict pain upon people.
You know, I think I told you once the reason I never pursued acting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was offered a couple of auditions on Miami Vice when they were shooting in Miami because I knew the whole cast.
That's cool.
I knew Don Johnson. I knew Edward James Olmos was actually the one I was closest to in that cast, and he was a phenomenal guy.
That's cool.
And they had roles for, I could have played a dealer, you know, things like that.
A walk-on, yeah.
I didn't do it because I'm just terrible at memorizing lines. And the one thing you don't want to be is a novice among veterans and having to do 50 takes.
Yeah.
Because you can't get it right. So I never pursued it. And plus, I had so much else going on at that time. I really don't know how I could have fit it in my schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the thing. I mean, you got to be able to learn your lines and hit your mark, and there are some people that just can't.
I have enough trouble remembering to get here every day. But I do it in the morning. By the time the afternoon rolls around, I've remembered the route. So
Well, I brought something for you.
What did you bring?
You know, I told you that if the AC stops working, I can provide you with your very own Dolly fan.
It's a Dolly.
It's pretty cool.
Years
pretty
ago,
cool.
they did something similar with Patsy Cline.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I had the whole cast on in the studio on the old morning show on Alice, 96.1. And I went to see the show with my friend Chris and her magnificent bosom. And it was great. It was one of the most entertaining shows I've ever seen at Shakespeare. And everything they do is good.
Yeah, everything I've ever seen, I'm very pleased with.
Saw Murder on the Orient Express over the winter.
Mm-hmm.
The first night they had an issue. They had a train.
A rotating platform.
A couple of cars. Yeah, a couple of train cars that would move back and forth. But the night that we went, it wasn't working. So they generously said, well, you can say, we're going to do this with chairs. You know, it's not going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
But if you would like a refund to come back and see it when we have it working, you're welcome. So that's what we chose to do. But it was awesome. It was really awesome. It's such a high caliber venue. And we've interviewed a number of actors from there over the years. And in New York City, when you're auditioning for a role, whether it's on Broadway or in a TV shoot, having the Alabama Shakespeare Festival on your resume is a good thing.
Yep.
They respect it, which is great.
And they not only audition people here in town, they also audition in New York. And they get some very good caliber people. And, you know, they treat their actors well.
Have you ever performed there?
I have not. I have auditioned for them several times, but just hadn't gotten cast. And I think a lot of it has to do with my schedule as a teacher, is that it's difficult for them to work around my schedule.
I would love to see that happen.
Yeah. Oh, one of these days, you never know. You never know.
You'll never know. All right, so we're all over the place here already, but that's the way the show rolls, friends.
Is it time for us to take a break?
It is time for us to take a break, but the big story today, for the second day in a row, I don't know that the last time the Dow has made such substantial gains, like close to 1,000 points, 2 days in a row. So I'll be very interested to see what Brett McDonald has to say about all this. We can talk about whatever you wish at 272-9228. That's in the 334 area code.
Do we have the Movie Maven coming up later?
The Movie Maven is en route from the other side of the country, all the way out in Phoenix.
Yep. Well, I'll be glad to talk about the Spider-Man movie at some point.
We could do that when we come back from the break.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because we're not on any schedule. And I love it when you two are chatting together. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have, what was it? The Odyssey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did not see The Odyssey. The movie, we saw it. You saw it. So at the end of your discussion, I put on the Looney Tunes theme and said, let's talk about what I'm good at.
Hey, you know, there is a Looney Tunes movie coming out at the end of August.
Could it ever hope to be as good as the stuff, though?
I don't know. This is it's called Coyote versus Acme. Wile E. Coyote is suing the Acme Corporation. And,
he's suing. He's trying a different route now.
Yeah, so it's a combination live action and animation. So it should be interesting.
Also today, something that we started on the morning show. It's a thing now in South Florida. They have a restaurant, a steakhouse that does naked dining. Yes. So this morning I asked, what restaurant locally would you like to eat nude? So we'll see what people are coming up with there. Right now, the one and only Skipper has the first traffic news next.
Well, we're not seeing any issues anywhere this afternoon. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. Traffic is light to moderate. We're a bit busy east South Boulevard, I-65 and 85 at the interchange. About normal for this time of day. Right now, looking good everywhere. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. High school students, Trenton State Community College dual enrollment program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to TrentonState.edu for more information. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Today's show is brought to you by Halloween candy displays that are already in stores. Are you kidding me and all the other moms? It's the first week of August. It's back to school time, not Halloween time. And even if we buy a bag, there ain't no way that candy's making it to Halloween.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
The Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Elmore County officials held a groundbreaking ceremony for the new $70 million jail on Monday. The new Elmore County Jail will be located behind the judicial complex in Wetumpka. The new jail will double the current 30-year-old facility's capacity from 242 beds to 480. Construction is expected to take approximately 3 years to complete. A new South Korean manufacturing facility is expected to bring 30 jobs to Shorter. Hi-Teco plans to begin construction on a 50,000 square foot facility in Shorter later this year. The state awarded Hi-Teco a $275,000 grant on Monday for site infrastructure improvements. Hi-Teco designs and manufactures high-tech industrial components. Monday is the deadline to register to vote in the August 11th primary election. The special primary is for Alabama's U.S. House races in Districts 1, 2, 6, and 7. 40 of Alabama's 67 counties are included in the 4 congressional district elections. There will be no runoff in these races. The candidates who receive the most votes will advance to the general election in November. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation. Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
What are you getting?
Still deciding, but I do know on August 11th, I'm choosing Rhett Marcus for Congress.
Why Rhett Marcus?
Because he's a true conservative, endorsed by President Trump and Senator Katie Britt.
Oh, then you can trust him.
And he's a small business owner, not a politician.
Sounds like this choice on August 11th is the easiest decision we'll ever make.
Remember to vote on August 11th. I'm Rhett Marcus, the Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Rhett for Alabama.
What if your next sales opportunity wasn't about selling? It was about helping local businesses grow. I'm Jennifer Pestricelli with Blue Water Broadcasting. We combine the power of 7 local radio stations with today's most effective digital marketing solutions, including streaming audio, social media, targeted display, and more. We're looking for an experienced account executive who enjoys building relationships, solving problems, and creating results for clients. If you're self-motivated, thrive on new business, and want unlimited earning potential with a local company, I'd love to hear from you. Visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com and send me your resume today.
If you're tired of average meals and rush dining, come see us. Epicure and Jack's Tavern offers wet-aged steaks cut in-house, scratch-made lunches, unbeatable beer buckets, and unforgettable dinners. This is food made with pride and served with heart. We invite you to come visit soon at 2060 Downing Street in Millbrook. Epicure and Jack's Tavern. You'll taste the difference.
We get a lot of questions about what all we handle at Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. I'm Hannah Grantham.
And I'm Eddie Bader, and we will handle all of your real estate needs.
We handle all your buying and selling needs, from your first home, next home, land, investment property, and even commercial properties.
We do it all and have the experience that shows you what makes us different.
So when you think real estate, think Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Look us up on Facebook or give us a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you who you have on your sign matters.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Your chances of encountering one of those random evening storms is not quite 0, but pretty small. They will fade out overnight. The low temperature down to about 72. Little day-to-day changes for the rest of the week. We'll be up around 93 tomorrow, 94 on Thursday and Friday, and gradually closer to 100 on the heat index. And each day, scattered random afternoon and evening showers and storms. It'll be feast or famine. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Live local talk, the River Region's only 24-hour News Talk FM station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Attention parents, if you're hearing this, you've made it to August. You've survived the snack requests.
I'm hungry.
The endless.
I'm bored.
And hearing approximately 14,000 times a day.
Dad, Mom, what's for dinner?
Stay strong. The school buses are warming up, lunch boxes are emerging from storage, and teachers are standing by. And in just a few short weeks, your children will be once again learning algebra instead of testing your patience. Until then, breathe, hydrate, and hide the good snacks. And remember, help is on the way.
3:42 on Happy Hour. Greg Bedell with Master Thespian on this Tuesday afternoon. We've had some showers. Nothing, didn't see anything in the Cloverdale area, but we got some here in the center of town. I'm assuming east of here as well.
Yeah, I opened the door to walk outside to come to the radio station and look down, and there was water. I was like, where did that water come from?
Yeah, that's the way it is. Hit and miss kind of stuff.
Of course, I spent over an hour today doing something that, you never think you're going to do. Had to file a claim on my father's life insurance policy, and it's been fun because his life insurance policy, me, my 2 siblings, were all co-beneficiaries.
Right.
So we all had to file separately. So my middle sister, my younger sister, filed her claim first. She already has a check, but apparently there was a process that both my youngest sister and me had to do. So I did that today. I called the insurance company, and so they gave me my link and my little code, and I filled all that out. Had to submit a copy of the death certificate and a copy of the obituary. But I'm like crossing my fingers going, okay, well, hopefully we'll get this in and maybe I'll get a check in a couple of weeks. So
that process, I totally get it. But what we did, my 2 sisters, One of them was really not doing much of anything in California. The other is the nuclear physicist.
Right.
So we agreed to give my middle sister 15% of the estate to take care of all of that, the disbursements on insurance, sell the house, get rid of all of Dad's stuff.
Yeah.
That was I tried like hell after Mom passed. A couple of funny moments. Some time had passed, and my late brother's wife, who was still part of the family, we were talking, we got to get Dad out. We got to let him know it's okay. Nobody's going to judge him if he has a social evening.
Right.
And so we worked on him a little bit, and she finally got him to agree to go on a date with someone. So the next day I called him, hey, how'd it go? Said she was old. It was like having dinner with my grandmother. Dad, you're 71. What were you expecting? I'm curious. No, it's not that. She just was old.
Not lively, not, perky or anything.
And that was the one and only date. But what I really did try to do was get him to move to Florida, where he'd be close to me. We could play golf. You could still get a great deal on a nice condo on a golf course. And he had the money to do it.
Yeah.
But his whole life was in that house. All his stuff was in that house. And as tough as my dad was, 4 years in the Pacific Theater on ships that sink and get bombed by kamikaze attacks.
Yeah.
He just couldn't bring himself to do it. I don't think he wanted to go through the emotional. Here's a phone call from a dial tone. It would be nice. Is it too much to ask a human being with something to say to call? Does anybody have anything to say today about any topic? We're not.
Well, we were kind of fortunate that that whole getting rid of stuff process took several years. When my mother passed away, my dad was very much into going to an assisted living facility. So we went through everything in their house. And let me tell you, when I mean everything, I mean they had everything. Trying to make decisions about, okay, what do we keep? Who gets what?
You have to be in a certain
Going
mood
Goodwill.
where you toss sentimentality out and try to be practical.
Yeah.
It's the only way you'll ever get it done.
Yeah.
Calls. Look at this.
There's one.
Good afternoon.
This is Dial Tone.
Hey, Dial Tone. How are you?
Woohoo!
I've tried to call a couple times today.
Uh-oh.
Well, now you're with us and we're glad. And what did you want to say? Just say
it's
it.
Soldier Boy.
News Talk?
It's Soldier Boy.
I didn't recognize
no,
you
it
right off the bat. What?
News
Oh,
Talk?
great. I couldn't change my voice. I went to Walmart, did some grocery shopping today, and I met this gentleman, and he had a baseball cap on, and it had on there Korean veteran.
Uh-huh.
And I asked him how old he was, because my dad did 2 tours of Vietnam, and my dad died at it when he was 83. This guy's 95.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let me put you on hold,
And-
and you can talk about that on the air. Okay? What's your name again?
Hello?
Go ahead. We're listening.
Okay. I thought you were talking to me. I'm sorry. I thought Master Desmond was talking to me. And so what happened was this guy was walking, didn't have walkers or anything.
Yeah.
And you know what he did? I told him I was a veteran too, and I had served 24 years and 6 months. And you know what he told me, Greg? He thanked me for my service. Can you believe that? And I said, no, sir. Let me thank you for your service, because it wasn't gentlemen like you back then, I wouldn't have had a service to join. And he almost cried.
Amen. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great moment, man. I guess
And he
you have
told-
proven, too, that you can have a meaningful moment in Walmart.
I know, and he told me he was 95, and I couldn't believe
Wow.
How about that?
it. We should cherish, and he was talking about how many, and he named a bunch of famous people that were military in Alabama, and I didn't realize we had that many unsung, unknown heroes in the state that served in the
We
military.
have a huge veteran population here.
Very, very, very strong. I mean, he was telling me all these names that evidently were famous back in his time or something.
and didn't add up in my time, you know.
Maybe we
But I was just
could
listening.
maybe we could recall them into the National Guard and provide a little protection for the neighborhoods. I think that'd be a pretty good security service. I would trust them.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, he said he was really happy with the commander in chief that we have right now versus the last one we had.
Good.
Well, I just wanted to tell you about that today. I thought that was kind of unique.
It's a great story. Thank you so
Thank you,
much for
brother.
taking the time. And
This is Predator Doc.
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hey, Greg. First off, I hope and pray that you're taking care of yourself, and you need to take it easy after such a surgery.
Yeah, I found that out yesterday.
Yeah. Well, I did 26 years in the military, and
Thank you for your service.
I appreciate you. And you know, I know fuel prices are coming down, and I really, really hope diesel prices keep to come down because
Yeah.
I know it's killing the truckers
Yeah.
and everybody. And
Well, and that boosts
I
the
just
cost of
wanted-
everything. Yeah.
Trump was addressing that this afternoon.
I just wanted to tell you I'm glad you made it through everything,
Thank you.
and keep taking care of yourself and keep taking care of everybody else, brother.
Thank you for such kind words. I appreciate it, my friend. Take care. I did have the follow up yesterday, and
Mm-hmm. Got poked and prodded, did you?
well, what they do is, and most women more than men have this experience because they have ultrasounds on infants that
Yeah.
are in gestation.
Yeah.
So you lay down on the semi-comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They did give me an extra pillow, and then they spread the gel over your abdomen.
Oh, and the gel is really cold.
No, they warmed
Was
it
it
for
warm?
me.
Okay.
They warmed it for
okay.
me. Yes.
Yeah. The time I had an ultrasound done, they were, it was part of the whole echocardiogram thing, and I was like, "Whoa, that was cold."
And the nurse was, she was pretty sweet, fun, and
Yeah. Well,
everything checked out. Everything is healing the way it's supposed to. Everything looks as
Good.
expected.
Good.
I was told you're clear to start driving again.
Oh, good.
So thank you.
I'll remember that.
Thank you for that.
Oh, by the way, how did you get here? Oh, a flock of seagulls dropped me off.
I had Uber tow my car here just in case I got good news. But anyway, I did learn that I have about 2 to 4 more weeks of this.
Yeah, slow
Hey,
recovery.
the Boom Magazine column is out.
Oh, good. Good.
Tell you what we'll do here. I'm going to grab a traffic update from the Great Skipper.
Got it.
And it's online, so I'll pull it up here. We'll talk about it in a minute. What's happening at 3:52? Some showers around.
We have an accident reported Troy Highway just before Bell Road inbound to Montgomery. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. They're calling that a moderate crash. Traffic building east South Boulevard, all of our feeder roads outbound. I-65 and 85 light to moderate traffic. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka not reporting any issues. Come by Thompson Tractor in Montgomery and check out their incredible selection of used equipment. That's at their used equipment sales center. See the machines that get the big jobs done. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
You can't control interest rates. You can't control housing inventory. And you definitely can't control what the national news decides to panic about this week. But here's what you can control. You control your timing. You decide when it's the right time to buy, when it makes sense to refinance, and when to tap into your equity to renovate, invest, or consolidate debt and free up monthly cash flow. Real estate decisions aren't one size fits all, and they shouldn't be driven by headlines or social media noise. They should be based on your goals, your finances, and your life. The smartest moves happen when you focus on what you can control and work with someone who helps you see the full picture. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
Impact Live presents Trombone Shorty.
From New Orleans to the world stage, Trombone Shorty is bringing his explosive live show to the Montgomery Performing Arts Center on September 13th. A Grammy-nominated artist and powerhouse performer, Trombone Shorty blends funk, jazz, soul, rock, and R&B into one unforgettable night. Known for sharing stages with everyone from Bruno Mars to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, his high-energy performances are legendary. Tickets go on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and at the box office.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
This is only a test. If it had been a real emergency, right now, you'd be toast.
Yeah, everything is cool. Let's see. Primary is in what state tonight? Michigan?
Michigan. Yeah. With that lady who's she talks like a Michigander.
Thank you for reminding me. I think David Blackman has a clip from her in his blog today.
But she's got that upper palate sort of nasally twang.
See, I want to play some of that stuff on the morning show. It's not like we're not committed to getting your day off to a good start, but, you can make fun of some real political freaks.
Oh, yeah.
Which is pretty much the Democratic Party in its entirety these days. Let's see. Do I have David's comment? Easily accessible. Ooh, I forgot to post the Idiocracy broadcast.
Uh-oh.
Never a good thing. All right. Tuesday's titillating absurdities. What do the DSA, Jim Morrison, and Ella Langley have in common? That's David Blackman.
No.
Yeah.
What do the DNC, who's it, Van Morrison, what'd you say? And Ella Langley.
Jim Morrison. Now, this is, you just mentioned, her name is Haley Stevens. And the only reason she's getting votes is because they're running an Islamo-Marxist in Michigan.
Yeah.
This is how,
it's the lesser of two evils.
This has been going on for years, trending in this direction, outpopulating the American people, trying to establish Sharia law in cities like Dearborn, Michigan, and so forth, which is totally incompatible with our justice system. Anyway, this is Haley, Michigan, campaigning for the U.S. Senate against El Sayed, whatever the guy's name is. And she looks like a piece of work here.
Be working on our behalf. I am going to be telling the stories on our behalf. And you better believe I'm going to be doing it with a little bit of joy, a little bit of enthusiasm, a little bit of energy, and a little bit of sick it to them. Because that's the Michigan way.
A little bit of sick it to them.
I don't know if I've ever been happier to not be living in Michigan after hearing that. There's something wrong with her, too. And that voice, I'm wondering what her personal lifestyle is like.
Well, I mean, that's how people speak up there.
The key name in all of this is Hassan Piker. James Carville, nut job that he is, has said, if he's in the Democratic Party, then I am not. That's where he makes his exit. Not that it matters. He's old, irrelevant, hasn't really, I don't know why people still go to him for opinions. The mayor of New York City, the Islamo-Commie Zohran Mamdani, says David Blackman, he made clear to New York residents yesterday they will have to present a government-issued ID.
Well, who would have thunk that?
In order to shop in his communist grocery stores.
How are you going to keep people from taking advantage of that, that deal, basically? And is there going to be a limit on the number of items that someone can take that are discounted at that level from that essential basket?
So our RFP makes very clear that this is a program for New Yorkers to be able to put food on the table, not a program for people to be able to make a quick buck through reselling. I'm going to pass it over to our EDC head, GPAC, to add some additional details.
To put food out, how have they been doing it before you came along, jackass? I would love to know. This guy makes my stomach turn. He is.
But he looks good in a suit, doesn't he?
He's a nice looking guy. If he was a conservative Republican, he'd be a huge hit.
He's
not. He is the mask of Satan.
He's a prime example of never trust a book by its cover.
Yes.
Yes, if you look at our RFP for the operator, we are looking to make sure that we target New Yorkers, whether it be at sort of a library card-esque thing, and also we manage who's buying and that it's focused on everyday New Yorkers.
So you got to have an ID. I thought that was racist or homophobic or
misogynistic. Yeah,
all of that.
Because women, women have trouble getting IDs. And it's
women are so pathetic,
hard.
aren't they? They can't do these
hard.
things.
Like they've been doing these things for
so
hundreds of years.
let's just subvert the Constitution and to accommodate women.
Yeah, but it's a perfect example of the hypocrisy of the left. They're saying one thing. We can't have voter ID to make sure the votes are being cast by the right people.
And this woman that's running for, Wisconsin, it's not a hugely populated state. It's got like 4 or 5 million people, something like that. They got to come up with this, what's her name? Hong.
Hong.
She's well Hong. A woman who suffers from all manner of documented mental issues repeatedly called for the abolition of the police, which polls are now showing to be an extremely unpopular position with Wisconsin voters who, it turns out, like their Packers, their cheese, and their cops. But she wants to get rid of Thanksgiving because we stole our land.
Why do you believe that the police must still exist?
Still exists because the reality of this moment and in the types of public safety systems that we have, I want us to be sensible and realistic, but we know now that the billions invested in the criminal legal system is not working.
It would work better if you wouldn't let criminals out of jail after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Case in point, it happened here today. Where did I put this? Okay.
Oh, the bail for the multiple
Y'all
shooters.
recall the Raceway Gangland style massacre or whatever it was. All right, so today it turns out a suspect in that shooting has been rearrested. Why is he out? He participated in a shooting in which 60 to 70 shots were fired.
Yeah, he's proven to be a dangerous person. Why are you letting him back out on the street?
So here's the scoop. Suspect previously charged in the June 20th deadly quadruple shooting on Eastern Boulevard near Raceway has been arrested again. According to the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, 19-year-old Dan Trail Ladarius Jones booked on August 3rd on a charge of first-degree robbery.
Goodness gracious.
Why is he out? He was charged with capital murder, 2 counts of assault, first degree. How did he get out? Who was the a-hole judge that looked at this and said, yeah, you deserve bail?
He's such a nice boy. His mother came to me, and his mother said he was such a good boy. That's what it is. It's just sickening.
Ridiculous.
It's sickening is what it is.
It's 4 o'clock already. That's what it is.
How did we get to 4 o'clock?
1 minute at a time. But they fly by.
Oh, there she is. There's that Hong woman up there. Whew. She looks kind of creepy.
Yeah, we should cancel Thanksgiving. We should be sad. I mean, like David says, you couldn't make these people up in a million billion years, and why would you if you could? Yet, she's got a shot at becoming the next governor of Wisconsin. I don't get it. You know what? I think we should probably update traffic since we do have some rain traveling through the air. It doesn't look like it's going to be a big deal. And overall, the last 2 days compared to the heat last week, actually pleasant. Speaking of pleasant, here's the very pleasant Skipper.
Well, if you are headed into Montgomery on Troy Highway, right before Bell Road inbound, we have an accident there. They're calling that a moderate crash. Other than that, busy everywhere. The boulevards, I-65 and 85, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate inbound traffic to those cities. We will keep you updated. Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Porch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and health care to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
Hey y'all, it's Lewis over here at the Capitol Oyster Bar. We're located on that beautiful Alabama River over here at the Montgomery Marina. I'll tell you, if you don't know, we have a boat launch down here. You can come down here and launch your boat and get down here in the river. We also rent out pontoon boats. All you need is a driver's license, a credit card, a little common sense. You can have a good time on the river down here. It's not far up the river. There's a sandbar with a rope swing. You can take the kids up there and spend the day, have a little picnic, and have a good time. You know, also, we got an RV park down here. We started selling propane, so we got gasoline for your boat, propane for your RV. We got a bathhouse, laundromat, and everything for the RV guests. So check it all out at CapitolOysterBar.com. First, you'll see the menu, the good food we got down here. We got a great crew, puts out some good food, and they'll serve you well. And also, you'll see a map how to get here and all the information you need to know. There's no show this week, but come on down here anyway and eat you some good food. We're going to have a good time. Don't forget, we close at 7 o'clock every night, so get down here before 7 o'clock, and we'll get you fed, and you can have a good time down here. So come on down here soon, come hungry, and bring the whole family with you.
WAKA, Blue Water Broadcasting, Ty and Doll Incorporated, and Piggly Wiggly Food for Less invite you to help us stuff the truck on Saturday, August 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Sturbridge Piggly Wiggly Food for Less. Donate non-perishable food, classroom supplies, or cash to help local students facing food insecurity and support our teachers. Visit WAKA.com for a shopping list and stop by our community resource fair for valuable services and information for River Region families.
To determine whether his party keeps control of Congress. The White House says Mr. Trump will attend a Republican National Committee dinner near Los Angeles on Tuesday. On Wednesday, the president is slated to talk about the economy at a Las Vegas casino hotel. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says Israeli forces will not withdraw from their current lines in Gaza until Hamas has completely disarmed. The Senate Judiciary Committee votes to support the nomination of President Trump's former personal attorney Todd Blanche as the nation's attorney general. On Wall Street, stock market rally to records, the Dow gaining 907 points today, the Nasdaq up 671, the S&P 500 added 136. This is SRN News.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy
today, the Nasdaq up.
Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds too. Get a quote right now at 800-555-2085. 800-555-2085 or biglou.com.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC. Well, hi, everybody. Your chances of encountering one of those random evening storms is not quite zero, but pretty small. They will fade out overnight. The low temperature down to about 72. Little day-to-day changes for the rest of the week. We'll be up around 93 tomorrow, 94 on Thursday and Friday, and gradually closer to 100 on the heat index. And each day, scattered random afternoon and evening showers and storms. It'll be feast or famine. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Back to school shopping starts now, and ASC Credit Union has you covered. Our back to school loan helps you pay for supplies, laptops, clothes, and more. Stop by your local ASC branch or apply today at yourasccu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, I seen a news program that was saying tanning salons are making a comeback. Shoot, I never stopped frying. And that is why I look like a 5'4" rawhide pig ear. Now, everybody says tanning is bad, but I think that sunscreen is the culprit. I tried sunscreen once. Yep, drank a whole bottle of it, and I didn't feel nothing. Maybe next time I'll try a higher proof, like SPF 50. Okay, y'all, I gotta go. My tanning place has an early bird special where if you get there before 9, they'll rotate you like a rotisserie chicken at no extra charge.
So, where did she get the idea that drinking the sunscreen was a good idea? That's what I want to know.
From what I've heard over the years, she drinks everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Because if it's in liquid form, you got to try it. Yeah, I knew some people growing up that were kind of like that.
All right, so I posted that about the raceway shooter.
Yeah.
Who's been charged with, make sure I'm accurate here. Capital murder and 2 counts of first-degree murder somehow out on the streets. And among comments that have appeared under this post on Facebook, Alan says, "This is privilege," over and over again. I think that's accurate. Paul says, "Insanity. I saw a TV show. The politicians were trying to eliminate bail because it was hard on poor criminals to get out of jail. If you let the crazy shooting ones out, let crazy rapists out because they're too poor, and one of them comes after me, he won't need bail." Good. Kerry, that's the ultimate defense. Of course, they'll arrest you, but let us know. We will join your defense. Montgomery County's district and circuit courts are comprised of nothing but DEI judges now. True. And racist judges, too. Mr. Reed says crime is down, and when he gets the bond approved, everything will be better. Charles says this judge is trash. I agree. And Martha says Democrats are letting these people out in every state. It's a damn shame, and they just kill again. These judges need to be held accountable.
Well, because the problem is that it sends a message to criminals that you're not going to get punished.
They already know they'll be in and out in a day.
And it sends a message to other people who have inclinations to commit crimes that, hey, he didn't get punished right away. You can do it too. So it sends that mindset into those people who already are wanting to do something bad, that it's okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to get caught. Even if you do get caught, you're going to get out on bail. So be fine.
In the wake of the Fauci testimony, Tim says, remember when they destroyed your life if you didn't get the vaccination, then let in 17 million unvaxxed illegals into the country? Yeah, I remember that because the Democrats never do the same thing twice. They contradict themselves over and over and over again. And please keep doing it because it's going to make it much easier to hold majorities in the Senate and House this fall. And really the key to that, this may be an oversimplification, Trump has got to get the gas prices down.
Yeah, yeah.
The price of oil per barrel is way down. That needs to start showing up at the pump.
Well,
and it takes away their affordability issue, like because the government's going to make it more affordable, just like they did with healthcare. You stupid son of a bitches. What is it that you don't understand? Obama racially bullied America into the Affordable Care Act, which has done anything but make healthcare more affordable, more accessible, or anything else.
Yep.
How many times you got to get clubbed over the head before you wake up? The government never makes anything better. Government is not the answer.
Nope. And see, I even brought my Dr. Fauci doll in here. I'll hold it up to the camera so they see. We got Dr. Fauci.
Oh,
here.
Dr. Fauci. When was that?
Back in 2001, this company called Factory made the Dr. Fauci action figure. And I was like, I'm going to get one of those. And you can take his mask off so you can see his lovely big nose.
Yes.
Yep, there, show that to the people on YouTube.
That's my proboscis. Please call it by its medical name.
But people were just idolizing this man, absolutely saying he was the most amazing person on earth, and oh, he's saving all these people. It's like, no, he was a big jerk, and those diaries are proof that he was lying to the American people, because he wanted to have a journal of his experience of this time because it was so extraordinary. So that's what those diaries were on the government servers. And he was telling it like it was, and then going on television and saying something totally different. And I'm sorry, but he needs to be held accountable for all of it.
So many people were ridiculed, thrown off social media, shunned when they questioned anything that was going on. This is ridiculous. We can't keep going like this.
How dare you? You want to kill all these people? It's like, no, I don't want to kill anybody. Then why are you saying these horrible things?
Somebody once called the show back in that time and said, "You're a murderer." I said, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
That is, we should get rid of the mask. Yeah. I have faith in God. God gave us the immune system. And the fact is, so many lives, and I'm not being unsympathetic, but so many lives that were lost during COVID were people who would have probably lost their life in a flu epidemic or some other thing because they were in a condition that made them vulnerable.
Well, and health issues from people who were shut up and couldn't go out and couldn't do anything. Who knows what kind of ailments that they got.
But that's the ultimate plan. They want to shut down the churches because they want to be your God, not whatever you happen to believe.
Well, we can't shut down the liquor stores. Can't do that.
No, it's interesting how they pick and choose, isn't it?
Or the stripper clubs.
Movie theaters.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we wanted to talk about the Spider-Man movie.
We found out this morning that Spider-Man, what is it, A New Day?
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Brand New Day is now the all-time box office champ for an opening weekend. It just edged out that Avengers movie by a few $1 million, 360.
360, like $0.031 million.
So, and I've seen a couple of Spider-Man movies. They're okay. That thing with Nicolas Cage is awful, but
well, the worldwide box office was 960 million.
Okay, so this movie is
it made a buttload of money in this first weekend.
But why?
It only cost $240 million to make. So they've already made back their money and then some.
It's not like it's the first one, though. What is it in this movie or the anticipation of this movie that, or is it just because it came out in the middle of frickin' August and people wanted to go hang out in a cool theater for a while?
That's the question people are going to be asking. I went to see it Friday morning at 10 o'clock because I wanted to go ahead and see it because I knew there would be so many people posting online spoilers. I was like, nope, I'm going to nip it in the bud. I'm going to go to a matinee and see it, and that way I've already taken care of it. If you are a Spider-Man fan, you will love this movie. If you're a comic book fan, you'll love this movie. But if you don't know that much about Spider-Man and you don't know that much about comic books, you might be a little disappointed. It's a cool movie. There's lots of really, really cool action sequences, fight sequences. I heard that Jackie Chan's choreography team were the ones that designed those fight scenes, and I believe it. There's one where he's fighting a bunch of ninjas that is absolutely incredible. I mean, it's
why don't they make a
awesome.
movie with Spider-Man opening up government-run grocery stores or something useful?
Well, and I think a lot of it has to go into if people want to see something, they'll come see it. That's the problem Hollywood's got, is trying to come up with stories that people are getting involved with. This is a character that people like. And Tom Holland does a great job of making him a character that we feel for. The last movie, Spider-Man No Way Home. The problem that they painted themselves in the corner with is that he had another character named Doctor Strange, who's a sorcerer supreme, cast a spell so that everybody who knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man would forget. They would forget that Peter Parker was Spider-Man, which meant everybody. All of his friends, people in the Avengers, nobody would remember him. And so that set up the situation in this movie that for the first time he's truly alone. And it harks back to the comic books. The original idea that Stan Lee and Steve Ditko had when they created this character is that he is somebody that's isolated from the world. Yes, he's got all these amazing powers, but he can't let people know who he is. He's still got to deal with how do I make money? How do I go to school? How do I survive? Plus, I now have this responsibility with these powers. I got to save the world. I got to help people. And it's an interesting character. It really is.
Is Marissa Tomei in this movie?
She actually is.
Okay.
Now her character was killed off in the last movie, but she does this sort of flashback thing that's really crucial to resolving the main conflict.
I love her.
And she's great.
We have a call at 4:20 already. Good afternoon.
Woohoo!
Hey, Greg. It's been a while since I talked to you. This is on Freebird.
Freebird.
Yeah. How you doing, Greg?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Did they put a graft in you, Greg?
No, it was not a graft situation or a valve replacement or anything quite that. In fact, don't laugh when I tell you this, but I actually qualified for the least invasive procedure because of my overall good health from riding that bike and doing all the other stuff.
Well, that's great. It's good to hear your voice, and I enjoy your program.
Sounds like you're busy.
I'm a busy man. Take care.
All right, thanks. No, that was fun getting a little glimpse into his life.
So in this movie, you get to see several other characters. You get to see the Punisher, played by John Bernthal, who is hysterical. The backstory on the Punisher is that he was a former cop. His wife and children got killed, so he becomes this vigilante hunting down criminals. And his hunting down criminals means he kills them. But in this movie, he's sort of Spider-Man's friend, ally, and he has some a great source of humor multiple times. But he's ultimately helps save Spider-Man in the end. You've got the Hulk. Bruce Banner is in there, and the main villain is the one that triggers him turning into the Hulk, and he just destroys this building and almost destroys Spider-Man in the process. You've got another character, the Black Widow character, Yelena Belova, who is part of the New Avengers. She pops up and is a source of advice to Spider-Man. But the fun thing about this is that it's focusing on him as a person and his emotions.
Is there any woke bull crap in this movie that you saw?
I didn't see any.
Good.
But it is interesting that the person who is the villain becomes a good guy at the end.
Huh.
And it's through Spider-Man talking to this person. This person has these crazy mental powers and is able to hop into people. And that's a really cool effect when this person's taking everybody over.
Well, I'm glad for the movie theaters. I'm glad that people will go. It does show they will go back if there's a movie that has the draw.
And it's very emotional. It really is very emotional. But again, it's a character that people already know, they already love. It's done very well. The director is one that's directed several other really, really good movies. And he does a great job in telling the story. It's not too long. It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes. And that was just enough. And it's just a cool movie. And it's a movie I will go see again. And I will buy the DVD because it's a story that I want to hear again. I want to see it again.
Thank you for taking on the role of the movie maven today.
Yeah, but the Odyssey, I don't want to see that again. I saw it. I don't want to see it again.
I don't want to see it ever.
Yeah. I can appreciate the fact.
Not unless they come out with a Cliff Notes version of movies.
Yeah, I can appreciate the fact that the Odyssey is well made, but I didn't care for the story.
All right, we have to get back to reality here for a moment and
Holy
check
cow.
traffic.
Yeah.
Right back.
Well, if you are headed into Montgomery on Troy Highway, right before Bell Road inbound, we have an accident there. They're calling that a moderate crash. Other than that, busy everywhere. The boulevards, I-65 and 85, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate inbound traffic to those cities. We will keep you updated. Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit DavisDoorandSashAlabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Clogged drain? Overflowing septic? Don't panic. Call the experts who've been solving plumbing problems in the River region for more than 50 years. The Tierce family's local Roto-Rooter team specializes in fast drain cleaning, septic repair, and installation. One call and your troubles are on their way down the drain. That's 272-7130 or visit RotoRooterAlabama.com. Roto-Rooter, always here when you need us.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And we go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Barracuda.
An evening with Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Sitter with the 2026 tour September 24th at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Sitter performing vintage songs from Heart and more. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com, Impact.org, or the Impact box office. Don't miss an evening with Ann Wilson of Heart and Trip Sitter, Thursday, September 24th, 8 p.m. live at the Impact.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
We are spending on incarcerating an individual more than tuition for UW-Madison. That, this is about making sure that local law enforcement is working with community, that we are taking resources from the state and investing in things like public education, victim services, out of school programs for our kids to go and have a great, be able to be themselves. These are things that data and facts have shown that prevent crime. Again, if you want to be tough on crime, you better be tough on costs.
Do you still long-term want to abolish police?
I believe that we have to be serious about public safety, and I'm going to be a governor that is more serious than anyone else in making sure that we are building systems of care, that we are focusing on lowering crime, getting guns off of our street, and making sure that folks who are incarcerated, which 90% of those folks will be going back to community, that we're lowering recidivism rate. And it's appalling to me that for folks who are working within our prisons, they have some of the highest suicide rates of any job and occupation. So this system is not working. If we want to be serious, we better be putting these billions into the things that we know prevent crime.
like your pocket.
Well, the problem, it's a nice idea to have a community center for children to go to. But what if they don't want to go? How can you force them to go to a community center?
Well, see, that's the beauty of socialism. You don't have any choice.
Well, I guess.
You will take your child to the designated community center. They will be educated in the doctrine in their in the school they tell you will take your child to. See, it's all about being equal, equally miserable. That's all.
But it's
Do
not
they not see? Oh, not see. Not understand that that socialism was the economic system of the Nazi Party. And early on, when they needed to produce war material before World War II actually started, they directed people into specific things that met their skill set. Like maybe you can't fly a plane, but you've got the skill to help us build them.
Right.
Even though Germany was not supposed to be building an air force, they were, and nobody tried to stop them.
Yeah, they violated the Treaty of Versailles from World War One
from the first day.
Mm-hmm.
But the treaty itself was deeply flawed, and they put Germany in this
impossible situation.
Yeah. And I've seen, watched the documentaries. I know this. Before the war broke out, the Nazis gave, Hitler and his people, they gave people vacations. But you had to go to the resort that they built.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was on the Baltic Sea,
Mm-hmm.
one of those European ponds. And they gave you a place to stay, and you had to stay at the place they gave you. It wasn't like you could jump on, hotels.com and pick a joint.
Yeah. Yeah.
And all of that. So you got that, but you had no choice in it. And you had to take your vacation when they said you could. There was no choice in that. So, and all that sounds, wow, a government paid vacation. At a government, the government knows how to take care of their own. Here's a good example of what happens when the loons get into power. Story out of New York today.
Okay.
A high-ranking New York City police officer, bigwig is the way she's described by the New York Post.
Mm-hmm.
She was the getaway driver for her goon son.
What?
In a gangland shooting.
Oh, my goodness.
She works for the New York City Police. She's got a high-ranking position. I'll read the story. A Westchester County police bigwig and her husband helped their gang-banging son plan a Bronx shooting, then tried to help him cover up. God, these ads are annoying.
My goodness. So they knew what he was doing and helped him out and then tried to cover it up. Wow.
If I can just read around the ads here.
Wow.
I want to get all
That's just crazy.
A high-ranking Westchester County police bigwig and her husband helped their gang-banging son plan a Bronx shooting and then tried to help him cover up the apparent botched hit, cops and sources said on Tuesday. Mount Vernon Police Deputy Commissioner Jennifer Lackard was canned from her job, so she lost her gig. Instead of telling your kid, hey, cut the crap, I'm not going to bail you out of jail. Instead of saying that, no, we're going to, oh my God.
And can't she be charged with accessory to the crime?
I believe that would certainly have to be possible, would it not?
Yeah. Because you're aiding and abetting. But she'll probably get bail and be out. It'll take 5 years for them to bring the case to trial. And
New York actually deported a Canadian chick who beat up a patriotic teen.
Oh, good.
On the New Jersey boardwalk.
Good.
All right, so let me go back to the story here. This police bigwig accused of driving a getaway car immediately fired. How could you be so stupid? I'm sure this was a 6-figure gig. She's probably a DEI hire. Jennifer Lackard was canned from her post as deputy police commissioner with the Mount Vernon Police Department hours after she was busted for allegedly chauffeuring her son after he pumped bullets outside the Bronx Criminal Court on June 29th.
Oh my goodness.
Her immediate termination was directly tied to her criminal charges in aiding her 20-year-old and slutty gang member.
My goodness.
She should go to jail too.
Let me guess that she's probably African American, right?
Mm-hmm. The allegations are unrelated to her duties with the Mount Vernon Police Department and do not stem from any conduct associated with the department or the performance of her official responsibilities. Let's clarify that, right? Police say Lackard, a boss with the department's wellness unit, really, the wellness unit boss, is aiding and abetting her gangster.
An attempted murder. Yeah.
Drove Chase Lackard to his safety after he allegedly fired into a group of rivals near the Bronx Criminal Court on June 29th. Nobody was injured in that shooting. Both Lackard and her son Chase were charged with attempted murder and conspiracy, while Chase was also hit with criminal possession of a weapon. They are awaiting arraignment on the charges. The mother that drove the getaway car, check this out, was making $138,000 with her police department gig last year.
Mm.
She was appointed as the deputy commissioner of the wellness unit when it was created in 2022, despite never serving as a law enforcement. This is what the defund the police. We don't need cops. We need wellness units.
Yeah.
So they can drive their criminal kids to
Well, obviously, she thought she could get away with it. Obviously.
Yeah, and I think we know why.
Because otherwise, why would you do it?
It's the race privilege.
It's just sad, though. It's just sad. And now it makes you want to question everything she did in her job, because if she's got that mentality, were there things that she cut ties on? Were there things that she cut short? Were there things that she did that were unethical? We don't know.
Here's the irony. She and her son now both charged with attempted murder. But there's a quote from her in her job. A lot of the people we encounter are in a mental health crisis, she said. Some are combatant, some are really, really aggressive, and some are not. And some are frequent flyers because they don't have support. It appears your kid did have support.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he needed somebody to drive him to a gangland hit, you were right there for him. These people are in positions of importance.
Such a loving mother.
And that's what you get with these DSA socialists. Let's defund the police. Here's a better idea. Man.
Well, having police is an essential part of having a civil society.
Yeah.
Trying to maintain law and order.
And most people want to live that way.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want people to break into your house and steal your stuff.
A normal person
You don't
does
people
not
to-
consider how they may be able to aid and abet their son in a gangland shooting.
No. Although I've known a few parents that aided and abetted their children in toilet papering someone's house. It's similar, but not quite as severe.
Dem congressional candidate knocked out after harassing beachgoers who wanted him to turn down the music. And there's a video of this getting his ass kicked on the beach. Holy crap.
So basically, they walked up to him and said, "Hey, buddy, can you turn your music down?"
Yeah.
And he pitched a fit, and somebody cococked him.
He'll probably get elected.
Sympathy vote. Look at what happened to me. I was just exercising my rights to be loud on the beach.
Wow.
Yeah.
As David Blackman would say, you couldn't make these people up in a million billion years, and why would you if you could? And good for Aaron Rodgers for blasting absolute coward Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
There needs to be a reparation fund set up for all the thousands of people who could not see loved ones out of this life when they were in a terminal state of illness, and all the other things they were denied the chance to do.
All the people that lost their jobs
Yeah.
merely because they refused to take the jab.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's the reason why
Or the restrictions on what you could do outdoors.
Yeah.
That guy in Wetumpka lost his putt-putt golf course right after he opened it
Yep.
because for some reason putt-putt was going to be a super spreader. I need a break. We're going to get some traffic. 1819 News is next. Really, this is nuts.
Well, we have an accident on Highway 231 northbound just past Jasmine Hill Road headed to Wetumpka. In Montgomery, an accident reported on Young Meadows at Ida Bell Young Park. That is just off Vaughn Road. Busy everywhere. Interstates, boulevards right now. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate incoming traffic. In Montgomery, we're seeing a lot of outbound, and we'll keep you updated. Davis Door and Sash, your trusted source for quality replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit davisdoorandsashalabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell Jim Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
Democrat gubernatorial candidate Doug Jones was on MS Now over the weekend. Jones took a swipe at his opponent in the governor's race, U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville, accusing Tuberville of using dog whistle politics in his campaign.
The energy that we're seeing is really remarkable, and I think people are seeing all of the just horrific things he says about Muslims, about black Alabamians, about others, the dog whistle politics he's used. We've known that kind of racial division politics for a long, long time in Alabama, and I think people are tired of it.
Jones did not mention any specific occasions where Tuberville has offered horrific statements against blacks or Muslims. However, Tuberville has gone on the Senate floor to advocate for legislation that bans Sharia law from being implemented here in the U.S. He's also encouraged Muslims who do not want to adhere to the U.S. Constitution to not live in the U.S. but return to their country of origin and its Islamic tenets. Tuberville has also referred to the teaching of Islam and Sharia law as a death cult. I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Mark your calendar for November 6th. The Albert Patterson Gala returns to the Barber Motorsports Museum featuring United States Senator Tommy Tuberville. We've sold out 2 years running and tables are already filled for 2026. If you believe in a thriving Alabama built on truth, courage, and accountability, this is your night. Don't miss your chance. Visit 1819news.com/gala. That's 1819news.com/gala to get your table today.
In Bay Minette, a fire destroyed a family-owned restaurant along Highway 31. Everyone inside was able to escape the Streets Seafood restaurant. The fire started in the kitchen, and the whole facility was deemed a total loss. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Hardwood, tile, carpet, flooring tools, and installation supplies. Find it all at Budget Floors and More in Montgomery. Big selection, contractor pricing, and personal service you won't find at the big boxes. Across from Publix in Del Reyta and online at budgetfloorsmgm.com.
This is Ashley, the owner of Pest Pro Services, and termite season is here. We want to help protect your home using the newest termite technology available. Pest Pro is the only company in the River region offering the Termidor High Precision Injection Unit, giving us the ability to treat termites with unmatched accuracy. Our goal is simple: to protect your home using the best products and the right solution for you. Give us a call today for your free inspection at 265-9990 or visit us at ppsriverregion.com. When you want to know, call a pro. Pest Pro.
Tired of spending your weekends fighting weeds, patchy grass, and a mower that never starts? Mosley Lawn Pros is the solution. They handle residential and commercial lawn maintenance, landscaping, cleanups, and property care so you don't have to. They show up on time, do the job right, and leave your lawn looking sharp every time. Stop stressing over your yard and start loving it. When it comes to your lawn, call the crew your neighbors and local businesses trust. One call, one crew, problem solved. Mosley Lawn Pros, built on hard work, driven by quality. Find them today on Facebook or Google.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Hello, this is David Ernest with Ernest Financial. And just like Ernest Financial makes lots of money for our clients, Blue Water has helped us make lots of money for our company. You cannot go wrong with advertising with Blue Water Broadcasting.
Did you know that radio is the #1 reach platform in all of media? It's true.
Call us to find out how to put radio's #1 reach to work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Your chances of encountering one of those random evening storms is not quite zero, but pretty small. They will fade out overnight. The low temperature down to about 72. Little day-to-day changes for the rest of the week. We'll be up around 93 tomorrow, 94 on Thursday and Friday, and gradually closer to 100 on the heat index. And each day, scattered random afternoon and evening showers and storms. It'll be feast or famine. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
When the heat hits in the river region, don't wait. If your AC quits, Hands Heating and Air offers same-day service, or your diagnostic charge is free with their Comfort a Day or You Don't Pay guarantee, plus 24/7 service with no overtime charges.
News happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I used to do celebrities smoking pot, and the way it was written was I was back in my fort when I was in high school, and they would pass it to me, and I would do like,
do one for us. You have to now. I didn't.
Oh God, I have to remember this bit. This is celebrity smoking pot. It was written in like the 70s, so it was like Jimmy Carter. Yeah, that's damn good reefer. the whole bit was all. Everybody was Nixon. That's really good weed. You know,
I love this.
The whole bit. I can't believe I'm doing it. I'm trying to remember.
Give me more.
Here you go, Curly. Why certainly. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm not be doing. I'm trying to recreate this.
See,
Walter Brennan.
Weeds make it.
It's damn good reefer. Get the bunch on fire. The bunch on fire. Mr. Haney from Green Acres. I did them all.
Do it.
Mr. Douglas, have I got a deal for you? A genuine imitation fur-lined battery run bong for your smoking pleasure. I cannot believe I'm doing that.
Mr. Haney.
Now, I still do in my act, though. I do Barney Fife. Boom! What do you call that right there? The forbidden fruit. But I do all the characters of Mayberry in the show. Except for Howard Sprague. I can pull him. I used to do him smoking pot. Remember him, the town clerk?
Sure,
bow
yeah.
tie?
Oh, yeah. Whatever.
Gee, Andy, fire up a fatty.
I can't believe you're laughing at that. I should put it back.
Pot's making a big comeback.
This is the biggest laughs I've got all day.
Pot's making a huge comeback. You got to do it. Craig Shoemaker.
I'm gonna drop the Love Master and put in the pot
Do you
routine
do
again.
Floyd the Barber, too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You do MP?
Yeah. Andy, there are seeds in my marijuana.
Maybe the only way to get people to understand what happens with socialism is if they take a beloved show like Andy Griffith and then show what Mayberry would be like under a socialist regime.
Yep. And in theory, socialism and communism sound great, but in practice, it's horrible because you have one set of people who are controlling and
Their
getting
platform, they
everything.
want an end to constitutional government, which
Yeah,
means
that's
what?
not good.
That's a dictatorship, the very thing they accused Donald Trump of doing. And
exactly.
Trust
me,
Trump doesn't get to do nearly a fraction of what he would like to do because he's got constitutionally legitimate people in positions to stop him when they want to get something for the whatever. They always have a stupid reason for not requiring an ID to vote.
Checks and balances. That's what it's all about.
You know
checks and
what? As
balances.
soon as the Democrats, if they get power, they're going to nuke the filibuster and they're going to ram through every stupid thing they want to do. Here's Pete Buttplug back.
Uh-oh, what's he up to?
He has no interest in understanding that California wasted $230 billion on a high-speed train that's gone nowhere.
And it's not
over
finished.
19 years.
Not finished yet.
And it's not going to be finished.
And they've spent $290 billion.
And now that's part of his platform when he's not pretending to be a woman.
Who's this?
2028. This guy has no business being within sniffing distance of any politically
Hang on a second. I'm going to put you on hold.
elected position. He's never done anything.
Yeah.
But neither has Tallarico. None of them have. They're all eminently unqualified. They don't even have jobs.
Yep.
This Hong that wants to be governor of Wisconsin, the first thing she wants to do is get rid of Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We've got Oscar on line one who wants to talk about socialism.
Oscar.
Yes, how you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good afternoon to all you guys. I want to take you on a little trip with socialism. The only way socialism is possible is if you view something like Star Trek, when mankind totally is 100% in the mentality of making itself better than anything in space. And they're all doing everything to make mankind better.
Mm-hmm.
Because like in Star Trek, they don't worry about food, they don't worry about medical. All they doing is exploring and trying to benefit mankind in its totality. That's the way. And as we as humans on this planet today, we're far from trying to achieve something for all of us to better ourselves.
Well, I would say, Oscar, the problem is we got too many people that are in it for themselves.
Yeah.
They don't care what happens to other people. They just want what they want.
The people who get elected to impose socialism will never suffer from its effects.
No.
And there's no better example than Cuba.
You're 100% correct. That's why I said if you look at Star Trek and the way they explore and they don't have any problems dealing with humanity is what's out there in space. We got to find some source that's going to unite mankind to better ourselves. I'm going to get off and let y'all finish talking.
Okay, thank you, Oscar. Thank you, Oscar. Well, and yet, even in some episodes of Star Trek, you're dealing with a human being, an admiral or a doctor or somebody who wants to get more. They want to get more for themselves. They want power. They want, to control. They want to, control other people. And it's kind of telling when you see it that way. And Star Trek in itself is a cool idea, but I don't think it would ever manifest itself. This idea of a united federation of planets, everybody all getting along, it presumes a lot of human nature that we want to get along. There are some people who are antisocial. They do not want to get along. In fact, they want to hurt other people. They want to take from other people so that they can enjoy the good stuff, the good life. And that's always going to be a problem. If you think to a certain extent, Christianity, in a way, is almost like socialism. But the people in Christianity are looking to God and Jesus as being their master.
But when you say to God, thy will be done,
Mm-hmm.
you are abrogating
Yep.
socialism.
You are submitting
You
yourself.
are whatever your will for me is.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about anybody else. Just help me
Yeah.
follow the path that you've got in mind for me.
Yeah, and the church is set up so that people will help people who need help. Help those who are suffering, the widows and the orphans.
Abigail Spanberger, the space cadet now running Virginia,
Uh-oh. what's she
restored
doing?
voting rights to 66,000 Virginians with felony convictions.
What?
Yet I remember in school, learning, you commit a crime, you're going to lose the right to vote.
That's one of the consequences, yeah. You're not supposed to be able to possess firearms. You're not supposed to be able to vote. And so she's restoring their right to vote. Why? Why is she doing this? Does she think that by restoring their right to vote, they're going to vote for her?
By the way, you know who's hot? Ella Langley. I got Hong from Wisconsin stuck in my head. Her song, Choosing Texas, 16 weeks at #1.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
Wow. That's weird.
And from David's blog today, a year after the elimination of the USA budget and the CIA-friendly slush funds it contained, not a single rap or hip-hop song appears in the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Isn't that amazing? Not one. For the first time anyone can remember, it seems that disc jockeys all over this country just uniformly decided as a group to quit playing those songs when the USAID budget went away. That's an interesting, I did not know this,
That is
but
interesting.
I wonder why that was. Was there USAID money going to
I don't know.
Most hip hop is
don't know.
garbage. It's just guttural, simple.
And the boom,
It's F music.
Yeah.
Country songs occupy the top 5 of the Billboard Hot 100 for the first time in history.
What song was that?
David says, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. You know, a coincidence.
Winky dink.
I'm still brushing up on my reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, Greg Budell.
David says, I'm sure it's just a coincidence. You know, a coincidence, kind of like a completely unknown Jim Morrison showing up in Laurel Canyon back in 1966, armed with volumes of surefire hit songs, which fueled the Doors' first 2 albums, and then never writing another decent song again before his mysterious death in 71. Or like the fact that Morrison's father was the ship captain who helped the CIA conduct the Gulf of Tonkin incident that served as the justification for Lyndon Johnson's Vietnam War.
Wow, did not know that.
How about that? Or like the fact that so many other prominent songwriters, prominent singers, and artists associated with the late 1960s California hippie scene came from families with backgrounds in the military and CIA and just happened to congregate with one another in Laurel Canyon and the Sunset Strip during that handful of years. And don't even get me started on Charles Manson. These things are all just a coincidence. Your government betters demand that you believe that, just like they demanded you believe that Anthony Fauci is a saint and COVID was a real virus spread by bats. This is why we love David. This is why we have him on the show. And
You know, he's a
back with
voice
us on
of
Thursday.
reason. He is definitely a voice of reason.
Is 456.
You know, we did have a caller say that there was an accident on I-85 North on the exit ramp off of Taylor, like you're going towards.
Oh, there's never an
Chantilly.
accident there.
So I told her we'd pass it on, and probably Skipper will have.
He'll be
details
with
on
us in a second here.
it. Now, she said the police had not shown up yet, which I'm not surprised.
In the meantime, we urge you to partner up with Don Duncan All American Auto and Tire for all of your car's service needs. Great to know a place that will always do it square, that if the check engine light comes on. If you've partnered up with Don, you know it's a great relief to know where to take your car. You'll just get it in, they'll figure it out, and they can fix it, whatever it is. But for basic maintenance that prevents those kinds of things from happening, this is the place to go. Get the works. Let them run the diagnostics. Let them check your brakes, the condition of your tires. They'll never tell you that you need something. Better yet, they will give you a heads up and say, you may need to replace your brakes in about 5,000 miles. Just be mindful of that so you are prepared. It's not like you brought your car in for an oil change and you need to buy a whole set of tires. If you're a regular, they'll tell you, approximately how many thousands of miles you have left.
Well, it's because they take care of their customers, and they want you to return as a customer.
They've earned the trust of thousands of people here in the river region because they're all about building relationships.
Yep.
So many people who'd never been to Don Duncan, their first trip was caused by a low or a flat tire, and they were pleased to stop by, got the tire reinflated, patched, and weren't charged. Because this is how we do it here. If you're interested, please come back, and so many do. Whatever your car needs, trust it to the teams at all 4 Don Duncan All-American Auto and Tire locations. Doug Mitchell has a great group on Bell Road just north of Vaughan. Preston and his team are downtown at 408 Madison, so if you work for the government, you're good to go there. Also have Don Duncan in 2 Millbrook locations, one on Cusada and son Mitch Duncan, high atop Mount Duncan, the hill behind the McDonald's on Highway 14. Look for Don Duncan All-American Auto and Tire on Facebook. Join the VIP club and earn yourself a free service. All right, Skipper, tell us about 85 and more.
Well, 65 northbound, got some rain in the area, Cobbsford Road, and up above that, Highway 14, and right past Cobbsford Road, got an accident off on the right. Left lanes are going to be your best bet there. Traffic moving a little slow up over the hill. We're also having an accident. Highway 231 just past Jasmine Hill is out of the way now, but use caution there. Busy all over the Montgomery area. We'll keep you updated. McKinnon Toyota's got a good selection of Camrys right now and more arriving. At the lowest tax rates in Alabama, and it's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota. Exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott. The stock market rallied to records as companies kept piling up profits and oil prices eased. The S&P 500 shot up 1.8%, and the main measure of Wall Street's health topped its prior all-time high set in June. The Dow added 1.7% to its own record set the day before. The Nasdaq Composite jumped 2.6%. Palantir Technologies and Caterpillar helped lead the way after becoming the latest companies to deliver stronger profits for the spring than expected. Brent crude fell below $80 per barrel, and that helped Treasury yields ease in the bond market. The Dow gaining 907 points to 54,085. The Nasdaq up 671 to 26,584. The S&P added 136 to 7736. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. With PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Rock and roll royalty is coming to Montgomery on October 9th. Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs take the stage at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. As the legendary lead guitarist and co-songwriter for Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Mike Campbell helped create some of rock's most unforgettable songs. October 9th at the Montgomery Performing Arts Center. Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster and ImpactOnline.org. Don't miss Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs live in Montgomery.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson with the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Here are several ways to attract more buyers to your home. First, price it right to sell, not to sit. An accurate market analysis will tell you what price it should be. Next, prepare the home to show and sell by deep cleaning by a professional cleaner, including carpet. Declutter all rooms, including closets. Evaluate flooring, replace if needed. Paint inside and out where needed, and make the kitchen and bath sparkle. How about the exterior? Are the colors faded on the shutters or fascia? Power washing them and all sidewalks and driveways and patios prior to listing the house. Remember, your price and curb appeal will create a showing appointment. Your condition of the house will make them stay and look longer and buy quicker. For all the steps you need to take to get your house ready for sale, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 334-221-2883 or 334-551-0225.
Today's show is brought to you by Halloween candy displays that are already in stores. Are you kidding me and all the other moms? It's the first week of August. It's back to school time, not Halloween time. And even if we buy a bag, there ain't no way that candy's making it to Halloween.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
It's your 505.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. A man charged with intentionally setting a wildfire that's destroyed hundreds of buildings in and around Washington State's second largest city was questioned by law enforcement about two different fires last year, though he wasn't charged in either. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office says 37-year-old Aaron F. Farinacci of Spokane was arrested Monday and booked on suspicion of first-degree arson. Los Angeles fire officials say the deadly 2025 Eaton fire was caused by Southern California Edison equipment. A report released Tuesday found the cause of the fire that killed 19 people and destroyed or damaged more than 9,000 homes and businesses was a tower that was not in service. The Eaton fire was one of 2 blazes that broke out on January 7th, 2025. More details at srnnews.com.
Imagine getting this kind of news. Karen Collins was in her 20s. She was newly married, and then her husband, Michael, was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
And he told me, and I just cried because I didn't really know what the plan was.
There was another fear, too, the medical bills. And thankfully, they were members of Medi-Share, and Medi-Share came through for them, and not just financially.
But they called and they said, hey, we know you're going through treatment. We just wanted to call and pray for you. And it rocked my world. And every time they called, it was like, how can we pray for you right now? How are you doing today?
Medi-Share was a blessing to us because they just made it so easy.
Yes, Medi-Share can save you a lot of money. But as Karen and Michael discovered, it's also about knowing you're not going through life's hardest moments alone. Call now. See why so many people have made the switch to Medi-Share. Here's the number. It's 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. I know the problem, you've got just one policy. You do the opposite of what the Donald does. Don't know what you believe just because you got that TV. You tested positive. There's nothing I can do for crying below you. It's TDS. Open the borders, let my Donnie pick your pocket. Let the boys beat the girls, they got that extra rocket. A theology degree from Starbucks. You declare that America sucks. You got that TDS. You tested positive. There's nothing I can do. Chronic love for you. It's TDS. If you're ready, let's get this party started. If you're left, you're blue and probably retarded. Like Rosie, De Niro, Jimmy Kimmel, Kathy Griffin. No kings, no king. We don't live in Great Britain. Jason was the worst thing you've ever seen. Soros, burning cities, a mostly peaceful thing. Bring back the cartels and mute their crimes. Shakers from New York Times. He's a lunatic, a fascist, a racist dictator. Courageous and pure.
Luke, I am your daddy.
You got the TDA. You tested positive. There's nothing I can do. Chronic love, you. It's TDA. No matter what he says, you must be really dumb, cause you keep blaming Trump for your
Side effects of Trump derangement syndrome may include violent behavior, delusions, nightmares, insomnia, irrational hatred, hopelessness, anxiety, depression, blue hair, tantrums, inability to form coherent speech, difficulty maintaining gainful employment, and verbal diarrhea.
I got to post that. It's AI. You got to see De Niro and all the usual.
It's very well done, AI.
And she's good. She writes catchy stuff. She did Somali Waltz.
Yeah.
She did the one on Bruce Springsteen.
Yep.
I just got something that I was fact checking while we were listening to that.
Oh, okay. What you got?
It's a AI, unfortunately, AI generated National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation 2.0.
Okay.
The Next Generation with Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, Ed Helms, Christina Applegate. Well, first of all, Christina Applegate has not been able to act for a couple of years. She's very ill, and I think they sadly just sent her home to live the rest of her life because they can't do anything for her.
No. Does she have multiple sclerosis? Or
Yes.
She have, okay. I don't know if she had Lou Gehrig's disease or not, but her condition has been deteriorating quite a bit in the past few years.
And it's sad because I like her. She's always been kind of a, fun.
Yeah.
And did you see the vacation movie they made with Ed Helms and
No,
her?
I did not. Did not.
It was a huge disappointment. I mean, because I'm a vacation fan. I went to see it in the theater, and not only did I not like Ed Helms, but then when I caught up to The Office, I realized he was in that too, and just as annoying. But she was hilarious. Christina Applegate was funny, and there's a scene where they're staying at her brother's-in-law's place. It's her sister's. And her husband is played by, who's the guy? He's one of the stud actors. So Ed Helms and Christina Applegate, an unlikely match to begin with because she's way too hot for him.
Right.
They're in bed, and the brother-in-law comes into the bedroom wearing a Speedo.
Mm-hmm.
And he is showing.
Oh, dear.
In a big way.
Oh, dear.
And watching Christina Applegate react, but not try to react in a way where Ed Helms is going to notice while he's just standing there shooting the breeze with them on full display. It's funny. Very funny. And probably a prosthetic, just in case you're wondering.
Well, yeah, you never know. You never know.
I would love to see them do another Christmas Vacation if they can make it worthy. But
that's the problem, is that it's trying to capture lightning in a bottle. You can't always do it twice. It's rare that you have a sequel that is better than the first movie.
Well,
it's just hard.
Have you watched the biography on Chevy Chase? I think it's on Netflix.
So if it's
I'm
on
Chevy
Netflix-
Chase and you're not.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Or it was CNN produced. It's on one of the services.
Yeah. Okay.
If you watch it all the way through, you'll really get to understand why this guy, I mean, yeah, he did a lot of jerky things, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And was not always the easiest guy to work with. But you kind of understand when you look at the whole picture of him that he came along pretty much from nowhere. SNL came out, became the phenomenal hit that it was, but largely driven by him.
Mm-hmm.
He was without a doubt the star of the original Not Ready for Primetime Players. And I knew he wasn't going to be on that show long. I'm just a regular watcher. I said, that guy's got something special.
Yeah.
And so he rocketed to fame but it really goes back to what made SNL popular to begin with. And that was no sacred cows.
Yeah.
Everything was on the table for lampoon, for parody, for satire. And then what really ruined SNL over time, didn't happen overnight, but over time, was when they started identifying sacred cows and making sure they looked diverse and woke. And that's when the show went out the window, because those are all humor limitors.
Yeah.
And that's what they're stuck with now. And Lorne Michaels, you were there for the whole thing.
Yep.
What the hell's wrong with you? How did you
He changed.
Yeah.
He
How did you
changed
forget
every
what
time.
made you popular to begin with? Enough of that. We're going to have Brant join us because today, I don't know if we set records, but 2 consecutive days of 700+ point gains in the Dow. Something good's going on. We'll find out in a minute.
pretty
Rich's
wild.
forecast just ahead.
Man, everything costs more these days. Yep. That's why we need people like Rhett Marcus. He cut $1.5 billion in taxes.
Wait, 1.5 billion? That's a big deal. Didn't President Trump and Senator Katie Britt endorse him?
Uh-huh, they sure did.
Sounds like Rhett's the right man for Alabama.
I'll be voting for him on August 11th.
Mm-hmm, me too.
I'm Rhett Marcus, the Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Rhett for Alabama.
You're still glowing, flirting,
grooving. You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Victoryland.
Win a BMW X7 or your share of $25,000 in free play during Victoryland Casino's BMW and $25,000 free play giveaway. The more you visit, the more chances you have to win. Victoryland Casino, where you can be a winner too.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Your chances of encountering one of those random evening storms is not quite zero, but pretty small. They will fade out overnight. The low temperature down to about 72. Little day-to-day changes for the rest of the week. We'll be up around 93 tomorrow, 94 on Thursday and Friday, and gradually closer to 100 on the heat index. And each day, scattered random afternoon and evening showers and storms. It'll be feast or famine. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Whoa, what happened? Are you okay?
No, I went up to the microphone and say, it is 5:50, except the mic was off. Now, we just had
That's an important button to push there. You know?
and I just had an honest conversation. What did I tell you? I'm still, I went to the doctor. I still got about 2 to 4 weeks before I'm really feeling normal energy.
Yeah.
So I'm better than I was a week ago at this time of the day.
But not quite back to full speed.
Otherwise, I would have turned the microphone on. And that way I would have been able to do a live greeting to welcome the man we call Mr. Right on the Money. Brant McDonald from Waverly Advisors. Brant, good afternoon.
Hey, how you doing, Greg?
Hey.
Well, I've got the first question, huh?
Yeah, he's looking pretty good. I think he's doing okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen 2 consecutive days like this where the Dow just went nuts?
Yeah. Crazy.
What is driving this?
I think it's pretty simple. You know, if you look, well, first of all, anytime there's real hope that this Iranian thing might finally get put to bed, that the market's going to try to price that in as much as it possibly can. That's a really big deal. I mean, on so many levels. We've talked about this before. It's not just crude oil and gasoline, but it's all the other derivative products that come out of that region of the world. And so we need some relief there. So I think that's part of it. But I also think, Greg, that a big part of it has to do with corporate earnings. And we're really far into the second quarter earnings reports now. And last night, we got a report from Caterpillar, and wow, that was a blowout quarter they had. Just a phenomenal quarter. That stock was up huge today. I mean, last time I looked, it was up nearly close to 20% in one day. So then you start to peel this thing back, and you want to have a better understanding of what is fueling these numbers behind Caterpillar. And so on its most elemental level, just think about the fact that this is an earth-moving equipment company, right? I mean, you see projects going on anywhere in the country, and there's a pretty strong chance you're going to see a piece of Caterpillar machinery out there. And I think that this is a direct result of capital investment in the United States. I think that it speaks very loudly to overall economic activity in the country, particularly as it relates to these massive sort of capital infrastructure projects. And yes, a large part of that is probably AI and data centers. I would look at that as well. There's been an enormous amount of capital investment in these data centers. But regardless of what the reason is, there's no question the strength that Caterpillar is experiencing right now is pretty profound. And that really helped the market a lot today. it might sound crazy to, one company to do that, but it really did help the market. In terms of tech, you look at a company like Palantir, which is an AI company that has, up until this point, really largely relied on U.S. government contracts for its growth. And it had really suffered here of late because there was this question about whether or not they could continue to get even bigger U.S. government contracts. And they went aggressively after the private sector. And, they took their story to the private sector, and they've made some pretty strong headwinds, pretty strong, had strong success in the private sector with Fortune 500 companies. And that showed up in their numbers. So they were up pretty big as well. So just across the board, I think the answer to your question is the earnings strength has been pretty good. And I think that speaks in large volume about the health of the overall economy. So there's that. Now, the other thing that we look at this afternoon, you remember, Greg, many weeks ago, we were all having a conversation about the big IPO of SpaceX. And, I took so many phone calls, well over 100 phone calls from clients and friends and family, people, wondering, how can I get in on the IPO? I want to buy it on the IPO. Well, remember that stock priced on its initial public offering at $135 a share.
Yeah.
Open for trading, went right up to $175. The next day went to $200. They just reported earnings this afternoon. They were pretty decent, but their AI costs were higher than expected. The stock is down in after-hours trading about 7%. Currently trading around.
Uh-oh.
Where do you go?
Brant,
You cut
we're
out
losing
there
you.
for a second.
We're losing you there, buddy.
All the people who were calling and asking, you can buy it cheaper than you would have paid if you got the IPO shares. And but even with that being said, I would say this, you still want to use my strategy of, if you're not in it, buy it.
Well, guess what, Brant? You
And then
spared,
if it were to
you
go-
saved me money because you understood my enthusiasm, but you had a suggestion that did not involve an immediate investment, and I was very smart to listen, wasn't I?
Well, you were, Greg. Yes, you were.
Look, Brant, that's all I'm looking for is occasional credit that I did something intelligent. That's all.
But that's what you're there for, Brant.
Yes.
You're there to give people advice because so many people like me and Greg, we've got a portfolio, but we're not quite sure what to do. And
You're meeting with Brant soon.
I've got a meeting set up for Thursday. We're
Wow.
going to have an appointment and we're going to sit down and he's going to tell me what for. So I'm printing off.
There you go.
I'm printing everything off, so we've got some
great.
data to at least share with you, so you see what's going on. But
And make sure he meets that amazing team of yours over there. It's just the high
Oh,
energy.
for sure.
Jason, the great people you've put together at Waverly.
Yeah, it's a great team, and hopefully, I expect they'll all be there, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time and a good meeting. But in the meantime, Greg, as I said, earnings right now, that's the story, and hopefully we can get some sort of resolution on this Iranian thing.
Oh yeah.
And remember this on Friday, big jobs report. It's a massive report, especially on the heels of everything that's been going on with Kevin Warsh at the Fed and his willingness, desire to want to reduce the level of transparency, and we've seen an increase in bond yields as a result of that. And so the jobs report will be an important piece of data. And then also, as I said yesterday, ADP's got their private sector numbers coming out tomorrow. So we'll get kind of an early read on some of that tomorrow. But in the meantime, great day today. It really was. So
We were
see what
amazed.
tomorrow holds.
We thought it was a mistake on the morning show. We're watching the number just grow and grow and grow from about 450 into the green in advanced trading. And when the market opened, it just continued to grow and grow and grow. We like seeing it. We are believers in capitalism and prosperity, and we like it when we see good things going.
Well, it's Caterpillar, man, a member of the Dow. So their numbers were so strong they moved the market.
That's good.
What happened?
That's good.
Am I misremembering, or was Caterpillar a company that was struggling a few years back? I'm talking like 4 or 5, 6 years.
I wouldn't say struggling, but I would say, Caterpillar's always been a cyclical company. I mean, certainly it is highly sensitive to economic activity. And so if you're going into a recession, companies like that will get hit pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it may have been around that COVID time frame that we were possibly, I can't remember for sure, but we may have been talking about Caterpillar.
You know who needs a good financial advisor right now? Hunter Biden. I'm reading where he's got a legal bill for
he
17.
Call somebody else.
Yeah. I don't blame you at all. He's today said that he owes his lawyers $17 million.
Woo!
And neither he nor the Biden family, I mean, they were stealing money right and left, and we all know that. But they don't have the money to pay their legal bills. Is that a traffic update we need to hit?
Are you being arrested?
No.
Yeah. Well, an ambulance just passed me over here on the Eastern Bypass at the interstate interchange. So.
Oh, my.
Oh, it's probably another one of our recidivist criminals getting out and shooting somebody, but nothing to worry about. Don't worry.
Well, thank you for calling in today, Brad.
Yeah, no, we love good news days, man. They're the best.
Was it a record high for the Dow today?
54,000. Brad, back in March when the Iranian conflict started, the Dow had fallen just below 46,000.
Yeah.
And now it's up 8,000 points in about 4 months. That's pretty impressive.
That's impressive.
It is. It really is, and it's fueled by these earnings, these numbers we're getting.
We sure do appreciate the analysis. We'll have that ADP number tomorrow, and we'll look forward to what you have to say about that. Thank you so much, my friend.
You got it.
Thanks,
you got
Matt.
it, buddy. Y'all
All right.
have a great night.
You too.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
Checking the baseball scores at this hour, nobody has scored a run yet today in any of the games that are currently ongoing.
What?
Not yet. It's still early. Baseball trade deadline. That's one of my favorite days of the year.
Yeah, I was listening.
And
to
David
y'all talk
Blackman
about
and I were having a lot of fun with that yesterday.
Yeah.
The Dodgers. Terrence
So,
Google.
Are we at the halfway point of the season
Oh,
yet?
we're past the halfway point.
Okay.
There's about 50 or so games left. And I miss the Biscuits, man. I wish these 2-week hiatuses.
Yeah, it's been kind of rough.
I would love to be able to go to the game this weekend, but they're back next week, and we'll have. In fact, one of the Biscuits got traded in one of those deals yesterday. Aiden Smith.
Interesting.
And I remember the name because I announced it that was my big day this year,
Mm-hmm.
being the Biscuits stadium announcer.
That's cool. That's cool.
Great memory. And thank you, Mike Murphy, for that opportunity. Our good friend Kyle Kessler, great guy, honored veteran, sent me a note yesterday. He wanted to hear, I guess it had something to do with the Bible, but he says, I'd like to hear the first baseball game ever played.
Oh, yeah.
Which
That's
was
a classic.
announced by Harry Carey. So that's coming up in just a couple of moments. Skipper has all the latest on the wreckage out there.
Well, we have an accident on the ramp, 85 northbound at Taylor Road. The rightmost lane of the ramp is closed down. We got fire department on the scene, medics as well, and we've also got an accident still lingering on 65 northbound, right past Cobbs Ford Road. It is off on the right. Traffic still very busy all over the area. We'll keep you updated. Your future starts this fall at Trenton State Community College, now enrolling for fall 2026. Many courses, 2-year degrees, and certificates to choose from, and financial aid available. Register today. Go to trendhamstate.edu for more information. Buckle up with Lieutenant Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Looking for insurance, or maybe you're just not satisfied with your current carrier? How does quality coverage with local service and competitive rates sound to you? The folks at Stark Agency offer just that. Whether you need insurance for your business, car, home, or life, Stark Agency can help. As an independent insurance agency with over 20 of the top insurance carriers, Stark is sure to find the perfect match for you and your loved ones. Visit their site at starkagency.com or give them a call at 334-263-5535 for a quote today.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
Maybe you're doing well in sales, but you're ready for something bigger. At Blue Water Broadcasting, you'll help local businesses grow with customized marketing campaigns that combine the reach of 7 radio stations with powerful digital solutions. We're looking for someone who enjoys meeting people, earning their trust, and delivering results. If you're driven, professional, and ready to build a career, not just another sales job, we should talk. Visit BlueWaterBroadcasting.com and send me your resume today. Blue Water Broadcasting, local folks helping local business.
Accurate, immediate, carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Big Harry Carey fan. I love it. You know, I love Harry Carey, and I love and I just, you know, Harry, of course, did the first baseball game ever played. You guys are aware of that.
Sure.
Yeah, he was the only guy around at that time to do that game, and it was wonderful. I got an old tape of it, and I listened to it all the time. Hello, fans. This is Harry Carey. Welcome to today's game between the Bethlehem Braves and the Jerusalem Giants. Kind of a sparse crowd here today, as a plague of locusts has made it tough to get out to the ballpark. You can hear the vendors, hey, manna, get your manna. Who wants bread from heaven? It's hot. It's fresh. It just fell. Hot manna here. Penance, our Father's Hail Marys. Can't get absolution without an act of contrition. Who wants a rosary here? Water. Uh-oh. Wine. Who wants wine now? Peter looks into Jesus for the sign. Jesus gives him the sign. Holy cow! Peter denies it. He gives it to him again. He denies it again. Once more. That's 3 times, and Jesus is out to give Peter a sermon on the Mount. Jesus, of course, the big hero in yesterday's game, came up in the bottom of the 9th with the Braves down 3-0 and hit a bases-empty grand slam. Fans, we haven't had a miracle like that since we had fishes and loaves night here. I had a chance to talk with the Savior after the game, and this is what he had to say. Well, Harry, the ball was on the outside part of the plate. I was not trying to make contact. First of all, I want to thank my father for loading the bases. Muchas gracias, señor. And also the Holy Ghost for breaking up the double play. Back to live action. Lazarus up to the plate now. What's that? Oh, I'm sorry. Lazarus up to the plate now. Here's the pitch. Oh, no, he's hit. He's hurt. He's down. Holy cow, he's dead. But wait a minute. He gets back up. That's the 6th time this week. That kid can take one for the team. Abraham up to the plate now. Probably up here to sacrifice. Infield drawn in for the Patriarch, and now there's some action in the Bethlehem bullpen. I can't quite make out the back of his robe. It is the big number 10, Moses. Just called up from the Burning Bush League. Already gaining a reputation for that lightning-fast pickoff move, reminding those runners that thou shalt not steal. Let's give it over to Steve Stone. Thank you, Harry. Fans, you want to be here this Tuesday night when the Braves meet the Cavalry Cubs. It's going to be Nabisco Communion Wafer Day here at the ballpark. All fans 33 and under get a free Eucharist signed by the Saviors. You know, fans, Nabisco Communion Wafers go down smooth. Won't stick to the roof of your mouth like those cheap imitation sacraments. Sure, they cost a little more, but when it comes to your eternal salvation, isn't it worth that extra buck in the collection plate? Remember, fans, the next time you go to the rail for that body and blood, ask for the host with the most. Ask for Nabisco. Thanks, Steve. Here's some scores now from around the league. A big upset. David 1, Goliath nothing. Ends a long win streak for the big guy. Oh, no. Job is on the 15-day disabled list with a bad case of leprosy. Pulled a hamstring. Pulled it right off. The Angels have set Lucifer down. That's a shame. When that fellow was in his prime, he could throw some heat. This year, his earned run average is ballooned to a hefty 6. And here's a partial scores.
The first baseball game ever, as announced by the great Harry Carey. Here's an interesting post that surfaced on Facebook from Barry Mask, who I have great respect for. He says, remember when Montgomery told us that Whitewater would cost $51 million? It ended up at $105 million. I was going to get involved on, I don't know if it was the city or the mayor that posted it yesterday, but here's our $375 million convention center. By the time the grifters and everybody who needs their palm greased
Gets a piece of the action.
yeah, that thing's going to be that'll be $500 million for that thing. Now, I've been to Whitewater. It's nice. There's really not a whole lot for me to do because whitewater rafting is not on my list of approved medical activities post-surgery.
No, not at this point.
It's kind of cool, but we're way below on return on investment on that.
Yeah, it has not exactly been as attractive to people visiting as they hoped.
Well, your personal friend collection, and I know it's vast, how many of them are dedicated whitewater rafters? I don't know anybody.
One.
I think my daughter did it once.
Yeah.
As part of a tour.
Yeah.
But not something she said, well, I got to get equipment and I got to be able to do this thing. I got to have a place I can go and experience whitewater rafting.
Yeah. And if you're into that sort of thing, yeah, it's a nice facility. But it's not everybody's cup of tea.
Hey, somebody just did a nice AI video of Mitch McConnell, who will be on the next season of Dancing with the Stars, as further proof that he's still alive.
Now, wasn't Monday a deadline?
Yeah.
Or something?
So if you follow the conspiracy theory, Mitch would pass away in the next day or two because he made it past the August 3rd deadline. And honestly, to this moment, I'm still not sure. At least I admit it. I'm still not sure whether or not that would be a good or a bad thing for Republicans.
Well, the second picture they released doesn't look much different from the first picture they released.
No.
Different color shirt on, but his expression looks the same.
Let's see who would like to speak with us this afternoon.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey there.
Hello.
I got a comment to say about this Whitewater Park.
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay. So, for how much was invested in that park?
Initially, it was $51 million. That was the expected cost, but it's over $105 now.
Yep.
Man, could we not have had a real water park where people, the Montgomeryans, could have gone and cooled off every hot day of the summer and had a good time and enjoyed and paid for that kind of money?
But you know, everybody's got a water park. Nobody's got a whitewater park.
Yeah.
I think that was the problem.
I tried it once when I was a teenager. I think I had fun, but I lost a bunch of stuff when the raft turned over.
Yeah, that's a...
No. When I heard there was a water park coming to Montgomery, I was so excited because I thought we were going to get to go out and cool off.
Yeah.
Because it's so dreadfully hot down here in the South. That's what every town in the South needs, is a water park.
Yep.
But I just can't believe that thing is even. I can't believe they're even still supporting that.
And now they want to build another $300 million white elephant that's going to be used for what? To stay where? In a town that is not safe?
Yeah.
It's not safe, and it's not like we have a lot of rambunctious teams that want to go out and do the whitewater thing.
Yeah.
But no, they would rather stay behind the phones and rob, shoot, and kill. I don't get it.
No, you're right.
Yep.
No argument from me, my friend.
I don't get it. Can I say one more thing? This is
course.
completely off topic.
No.
I spend 70% of my day on the roads all around this Georgia, and it is become an epidemic. Nobody ever pays attention, and there's no kind of enforcement when it says state law, keep right, except the fast. Everybody wants to be in the left lane, and I don't understand the infatuation with the left lane.
Yep.
But it slows traffic every time. If you'll keep right and only pass that vehicle in front of you in the left lane, it works. It works because I've seen it so many times. But, yep, I run into them all the time in the left-hand lane, and what are they doing when I pass them? Texting, social networking.
Yep.
Yeah, it's an epidemic.
Well,
I can't stand it.
It's a possession thing. They're like, hey, I'm in this lane. This is my lane. And
Yeah, it's my lane. I'm entitled to it. I have a right to it.
And they're not being considerate of anybody else.
Right.
They're not thinking.
Right.
They're not thinking. So.
You are so right.
I was in part of a line of about 8 cars. I was the last car making a left turn today off Vaughn Road onto Perry Hill. The first 6 cars went when the arrow turned green, made the turn. The car in front of me was obviously not paying attention, so I gave a polite toot. Still no movement, so then I laid on it. Oh, and then you see their head pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to make the left turn. I just barely made it myself.
Yeah, I had that happen to me too the other day. Somebody just sitting there.
Please get your head out of your ass, folks, when you're driving.
I know there's books you have to read. I mean, you had to pass the test, right? So all I can blame it on is enforcement. If I go 5 miles over the speed on the interstate at the wrong point in time, I'm going to get a ticket because when a state trooper pulls you over,
Well,
you're getting a ticket.
A state trooper
Yeah.
or a Montgomery County trooper, traffic enforcement they said they were going to put 6 motorcycles back out to put this big police to
Yeah, I
quiet
haven't
people
seen
down
them.
like me.
I
I haven't
haven't
seen
seen
one of them yet.
But I have seen.
I ran around
troopers.
like day because I was like, don't worry, there's nobody going to see me.
Yeah. Hey, look, I really appreciate the call. Thank you. And who do we have on line 2? Good afternoon.
This is Steve B. I just got a quick one for you.
Sure.
I can't believe Mayor Reed would name it Whitewater Park.
Well, he didn't. It was named by, I don't know if that started with Bobby Bright or Todd Strange, but at least he hasn't tried to change it to like the Rosa Parks Water Park or some other racially connected injustice, thing.
Unfortunately, yes. I grew up here for 60 years, and I hate that. But y'all have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
All righty. It is 5:42. We've got Blue Water News with Sky Mosley coming up right after Skipper brings us the latest on your commute.
Well, authorities still working an accident on I-85 northbound on the ramp to Taylor. Rightmost lane of the ramp is closed. And we got very heavy traffic on I-85 southbound from Ann Street all the way through the interchange. Across the Alabama River, we're busy on Day Street, Birmingham Highway, East-South Boulevard. Those are busiest spots at the moment. Keep it here. We'll update you if any new accidents happen. At Thompson Tractor, their new service commitment includes next-day parts and 2-day repairs. That ensures you stay up and running without missing a beat. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway. Buckle up. Woodland Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. 2 people have been arrested in connection with the beating death of a Montgomery man in early June. 31-year-old Richard Harris and 42-year-old Pamela Nichols have been charged with the murder of 43-year-old William Nichols. Nicholas was found unresponsive in the 1400 block of Federal Drive on June 5th. He died the following day from blunt force trauma injuries. Prattville residents could soon be seeing higher monthly bills for trash collection and wastewater services. Neither service has seen a rate increase in over 5 years. The Prattville City Council is expected to vote on proposed rate hikes at tonight's meeting. A former Alabama Department of Corrections employee is being held on a $4.5 million bond. 23-year-old Nyanna Longmore of Montgomery is charged with attempting to bring drugs and contraband into the Elmore Correctional Facility. Investigators say family members of inmates would leave packages with Longmire which she would deliver to prisoners. Among other crimes, Longmire is charged with conspiracy to traffic fentanyl, methamphetamine, and opium. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
Oh, much beloved and glorious.
Shortwave, take it down, quick. What's it say? Shut up.
We use that attention-getting device to bring your attention to a traffic situation.
Yeah, we just got a phone call from someone saying that 231 going out of Montgomery headed towards Wetumpka is shut down. There's some sort of traffic situation, and it's got everything crawling to a standstill. So be careful if you're headed to Wetumpka on 231.
All right, and we have one more update from Skipper left in about 6 or 7 shopping minutes from now. Right now it's 6:45. 5:45.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Your chances of encountering one of those random evening storms is not quite zero, but pretty small. They will fade out overnight. The low temperature down to about 72. Little day-to-day changes for the rest of the week. We'll be up around 93 tomorrow, 94 on Thursday and Friday, and gradually closer to 100 on the heat index. And each day, scattered random afternoon and evening showers and storms. It'll be feast or famine. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
My profoundest thanks to Master Thespian for sidekicking this afternoon.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, how about I come back again tomorrow? How's that sound?
You're always welcome here. Always welcome here. Are you available for morning duty in case Rich stays
Yeah,
home?
just send me a text. Send
I
me a
will.
text. I can make sure I'm up so I can come in.
Because he struggled this morning and went home, took some medicine, got some sleep, and I said, "Look, give this thing a chance to go away."
Yeah.
We're not expecting a hurricane. There's no tornado conditions that are going to pop up, so take a break. So, but he never listens to me, so
Yeah, well, I mean, he's a man, and men are stubborn.
men stubborn.
Yep.
We spent a good chunk of time early on in the show with Master Thespian who saw the new Spider-Man movie and it was talking about, did a great review.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
But there was something interesting. I don't know if you heard it on the morning show, but at one theater, they were showing previews of other movies before Spider-Man. And the thing that jumps out in this particular thing is that 3 out of the 4 trailers of movies preceding Spider-Man featured classic rock songs. And,
Interesting.
these are songs that are 40 or 50 years old.
Yeah.
So see if you can identify the 3 tunes. The first one is from The End of Oak Street. That's a movie coming out with Ewan McGregor and Anne Hathaway.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is Jumanji, Open World. And third is another Hunger Games. So many original ideas here.
Hey, vey.
But listen to the movie, the songs they pick as background, part of the soundtrack for these.
It's like the whole neighborhood's lost power.
Jumanji can't leave.
They're video game characters, but they're stuck in demo mode.
If we can stop the games, we can stop the capital T.
So 3 out of the 4 trailers featured classic rock music.
Wow.
It still holds up. Those songs are all 50 or more years old.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I love Roger Daltrey and Love Reign Over Me from the album kind of got, we were spiraling out of control with audio options and quad was supposed to take over from stereo. In fact, they were even trying to figure out how to broadcast on radio in quad.
Okay.
But you have 2 ears. So I really never understood what the point in producing a quadraphonic sound was.
And a lot of cars back then only had one speaker.
Yeah. What do you do with that?
Yeah.
Because that was in the early 70s. The song is great. And of course, I don't know if anybody actually bought a quadraphonic system, but there was a very limited supply of stuff you could actually play on it because it died quickly. But the point being, that music holds up. All right, so if you go back to 1975, that era when those songs were made, how many movies made in 1975 featured music that was popular in 1925? None.
Nobody. No.
Classic rock holds up
Mm-hmm.
and is useful because it's melodic. It has, for the most part, strong lyrics that can connect to a movie theme, reinforce whatever the story plot is.
Well, and it provokes a feeling, an emotional feeling.
Yeah.
When you hear it, you're taken back to that time period.
That's boomer music. God, the boomers are under constant attack. That's going to be my September column. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
Because we sometimes prefer to choose an aisle at the grocery store that has a cashier. I self-checked out today and did just fine. I didn't have to ask anybody for help. Oh, Sonny, would you please? I don't know how to weigh my peppers on the scale.
How do I scan? I don't understand. How do I scan my stuff?
Jeez, we are not helpless retards. Get off our back. We might actually have some wisdom that could benefit you if you're nice to us. We're the cool boomers. Don't worry, we're fine. We're fine.
Well,
5.
I look forward to reading your column in this month's Boom.
It should be out. Let me check again. I did see the magazine. The new magazine is on display.
Cool.
Home. Let's go home. I want the August issue of Boom. It's called Diagnosis AARP.
Okay.
But the crux of the story is really because everything about the surgery was fine. You know, everything went well. I was not. As the doctor was explaining what they were going to do, what was my one worry? How am I going to do without a smoke for more than 24 hours? And plotting how I was going to address that problem. That was my entire focus. I don't even know what they did to me because after it said you'll be in for a day, and then my mind wandered off into how do I service how do I service my addiction during that time? You know, got to have the smoke. And there's some funny pictures in there. They're very humbling. See me in a hospital gown with tubes and all kinds of stuff. All right, one more look at the roads before we break for the night. Here is Skipper for the big finale.
Well, we have several places that we have busy traffic on Mobile Highway, Gay Street, also Birmingham Highway around Hunter Loop across the Alabama River Bridge. I-65 and 85 loaded up right now and still got an accident on the ramp. 85 northbound at Taylor, rightmost lane there is blocked. Got multiple vehicles off on the right. Folks walking around, be safe, and we will keep you updated. Upgrade your home with Davis Store and Sash, your trusted source for replacement windows and doors. Save 10% on materials when you mention this ad. Visit Davis Store and Sash, Alabama.com. Call 334-288-6010. Buckle up, Wendell Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
What are you getting? Still deciding, but I do know on August 11th, I'm choosing Rhett Marcus for Congress. Why Rhett Marcus? Because he's a true conservative, endorsed by President Trump and Senator Katie Britt. Oh, then you can trust him. And he's a small business owner, not a politician. Sounds like this choice on August 11th is the easiest decision we'll ever make.
Remember to vote on August 11th. I'm Rhett Marcus, the Trump-endorsed candidate for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Rhett for Alabama.
WAKA, Blue Water Broadcasting, Ty and Doll Incorporated, and Piggly Wiggly Food for Less invite you to help us stuff the truck on Saturday, August 22nd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Sturbridge Piggly Wiggly Food for Less. Donate non-perishable food, classroom supplies, or cash to help local students facing food insecurity and support our teachers. Visit WAKA.com for a shopping list and stop by our community resource fair for valuable services and information for River Region families. Together, we can stuff the truck and strengthen our community.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training,